we're here, boys. Turn down this little photo. Looks like I actually boot up
A
Persona.
debit card.
You see TJ beat up the nigga in, or he was about to beat up the nigga in Walmart or Kroger's or whatever. That shit was funny. That shit was hilarious.
I saw you talking about. I know you beat him up.
That shit was hilarious. Well, he didn't actually beat him up. He was like, nigga, I will kill you. He was like, oh shit. That nigga not playing. Damn, Persona 4, hurry up. Hurry. Got me in my fucking lunch. That's what took me so long. I make me my sandwich and shit. There ain't damn near nothing on that sandwich though. God damn, Persona 4 is loud. I really want to get fucking mods for this game, but none of them are. There's no good ones out yet. Alright. Now we're good.
If you want some good mods, download Resident Evil 2.
I just want mods for Persona. That's the thing. There's no good mods out for Persona specifically right now. Shit, you saw it. Of course I did. Now, here's the only thing I don't like. I don't like that, fucking YouTube logs my messages for review anytime somebody posts one to chat. Like, how the fuck do I fix that? What the fuck?
They do what?
Shit. It's like, making people... It's making me, like, approve chat. And I don't want to fucking approve chat. It's dumb. I hate that shit.
Oh, yeah. I think that has to be somewhere in the setting.
That's what I'm looking for, yeah.
Somewhere in the live stream area.
Yeah. Automated filters. Maybe it's under permissions? I don't fucking know. I think you'll be fine for right now. I have no clue what the fuck that's been about, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, anyways. So we're back to Persona. We can turn off the lo-fi since, like, we got Persona music in the background finna come up, so let me go ahead and turn that back up a little bit. Alright. So, I don't even remember where we left off. I think... Let's see, so we had just gotten home, or no, he had just gotten home. He was tired as fuck, I think. He needs to go straight to bed. Spring cold can be... Oh, that's right, we had just came out of the TV. What the fuck? Maybe because I swore it? That might be it. Because that one you just posted didn't actually get blocked. So you're probably right. Although I don't have, like, swear words or anything, like, fucking blacklisted or anything.
Probably just a YouTube standard.
Yeah, it probably is, yeah. Damn. She got fucked up. Look at her hanging from that power line. Just shit on. That was tough. That's how I keep the 12-year-olds in my basement. Nice and strung up and upside down. It's beautiful. I got clips for the whole scene.
He got a call, so he left.
Non-coloratory. Did you see those fucking the Lennar videos? The stress reliever things. I forgot what the fuck he called them.
When I looked, I saw 3 police cars zooming by.
Oh. You're done. Oh, okay. I'm gonna move this over to the other screen too. Fuck. Aha,
You live by the police station, don't you? Did you hear anything? I heard some yelling, but nothing more. Just total disappointment. Jeez, you need to pay more attention to stuff like that. How else are we supposed to get the juicy stories?
Wait till somebody does like a really nice graphics mod for this. Somebody did a reshader, or did a reshade, but like, it kind of looked like ass. It did too much sharpening. Although I did like what he did with the colors, the sharpening was way too fucking much, and it made the game look like dog shit. Because it just insinuated how bad the fucking textures are at certain points, and models look better though. looked so low res. Maybe I'll try it out later.
Of course not. What is that rumor for real? I don't know, but it seems like a lot of people have seen it.
Hmm?
Have you gotten something to eat? Okay, I wanted to know so I can clean out the sink so I can clean the grease.
Mhm.
Yukiko said she'd be here after lunch.
The last episode of Baki confused me. Bro, the whole fucking ending of Baki confused me. I was like, hey yo, all this hype for what, nigga? For what? You had me on the edge of my seat. I was over here hyped as shit. I was getting out my chair. I was so fucking happy. You know, after Ali gets his ass beat, they really did that nigga wrong. That nigga came in, he knocked out like 2-3 people, and then he gets his ass beat. And then the niggas he knocked out came back and beat his ass one by one. And then his dad came and beat his ass. That shit was tough. And then he walked into Baki, and then Baki beat his ass in like 2 hits. That was tough. That was really tough. It wasn't even 2 hits, it was like 1. He just kicked that nigga in the balls, and then he like almost choked him to death. That's crazy.
I wonder why they're holding a school assembly all of a sudden. Hey, what's wrong, Yosuke?
Oh, it's nothing.
But yeah, that last episode was confusing. It's just the way that they fucking they wronged that nigga. They really they really did that nigga bad. He got fucked. I ain't never seen a nigga get like just humiliated like that in this show. Like that was terrible. That was some other shit.
I regret to say that I have a terrible announcement for all of you.
Yeah. The tongue cut was pretty crazy. Like Jack really beat that nigga's ass. Cause I mean, I thought that him versus Jack was going to be a good fight. But like I didn't think it was just gonna be like that nigga just getting his shit stomped in. I thought all I kinda at least stood a chance at something. He was just getting his ass beat. It just wasn't even fucking close. Like
Passed away.
I don't know.
Passed away?
Ms. Konishi was found deceased early this morning. The reasons behind her passing are currently under investigation.
Yeah, but
by
like,
police.
ooh, she was listening to bass on. Okay, she's got good taste. I see that. Okay.
If they ask you for your
Yeah,
cooperation,
it's.
I urge you as students of this school to provide only the facts.
That last arc of Baki was pretty fucking hilarious. Although I feel like the first arc, the Raitai tournament, was better. That latter arc was still really fucking cool. Although I just hated how it fucking ended. And the fact that it said end leads me to believe like this is the end of our Baki adaptations, regardless of how well this shit does. So, I mean, that would fucking suck because these last 2 seasons of Baki have been so fucking good. Like that's not to say that the initial seasons weren't. It's just that these seasons are so good even in fucking comparison that it just sucks to see that we might not get another one. That'd be ass. Especially because TMS has done such a good job animating this. I feel like this second season nobody's talking about how much better animated it was. There's just flat out more movement. Way less stills, way less use of pan shots, actual fucking animated fights, so it's nice. It was really nice. But all that hype for what? For what, nigga? Those floor textures look nice as shit.
Right? So creepy. Well, last time it was from an antenna, but this time she was hanging from a telephone pole. It's gotta be a serial murder case. Someone said the cause of death was some unknown poison. Unknown? Come on, this isn't some sci-fi drama. Oh, by the way, did you hear? Someone saw a girl that looked like Saki on that midnight channel thingy. They said she totally looked like she was in pain. Isn't that scary? Sounds like someone had a nightmare.
Baki's girlfriend. Are you cheating on Baki? Yeah, I thought that was a really weird kind of a conflict because
Broadcasting their interviews with her nonstop.
I don't know if
So maybe they just had Saki on the brain.
on one hand I never thought that she was cheating on him because she was never going out to make moves, but she also wasn't for stopping them from happening. Yeah, I thought the whole relationship thing was interesting, considering I remember in the old show, Baki's mom kissed it on the lips. Yeah, that was some weird shit. I remember when I saw that and I was like, nigga, what am I watching? This nigga just got kissed by his mom on the lips. This is some weird shit. And then I realized that's just like the toxic masculinity portion of it. So, I mean, to take it to the fucking extreme, right? But yeah, I don't know. I never felt like I was on the side of she's cheating on him. I just felt like
It's easy to
I
toss
don't
around
know how I like
pushing
you
the ball.
going around, hanging around with this fucking guy that clearly says that he wants to court you and marry you as you have a boyfriend already. It's just like, why are you still fucking with this nigga? But of course, that nigga Baki didn't care. He was just like, look, I ain't about this shit. Alright, if she not trying to fuck, like, you know, like, that's, it be like that. But I gotta kill my dad. Like, on the dog nigga
Yosuke,
shit.
not you too.
Just like dog nigga.
Just listen for a second. Something kept bothering me, so I watched it again, and
I really wish that we read dog nigga on stream. That'd have been really good.
That was
Damn.
fire.
Yeah.
That was a good read.
Saki-san.
Maybe I should be the
It's
person
still
that makes
going.
that animates dog nigga. And by animates I mean just like cut out the panels and voice act them.
Yeah.
Or so mistaken.
It's good. I just watched the TJ video. That made no sense.
Senpai looked like
That
she
shit
was
was funny.
writhing in pain.
The way he said it is just like,
Well, their comments were hilarious. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I will kill you.
You heard Senpai's body was found in a similar situation as that announcer's, right? Remember that guy you told us about? How he was all excited that his soulmate was the announcer? Maybe, just maybe, but Ms. Yamano might have been on that midnight channel before she died too.
What's that supposed to mean? Hold on. Are you saying
the
people
dough
who
walk up.
appear on that TV die?
The voice acting in this game for fucking Chie, bro, is just so ass. Are you saying people who appear on that TV die? Like, the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Can't say for sure. Something tells me I just can't dismiss it as coincidence.
I don't know, I need more Baki. I got through that shit so quick. I got through the entirety of Baki in I think a matter of like 12 hours. And that was, and in the midst of those 12 hours, I was fucking like sleeping for like 7 of them. So I mean, I basically just did a back-to-back-to-back stream of Baki. It's
How that
just
place was dangerous and we
it was
should leave
beautiful.
before the fog clears.
Easiest marathon of my
He
fucking
also
life.
said that someone's been
Because when
throwing
she hugged him
people
in the
in.
end, I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was really confused by the ending as well in regards to that, because Kozue hugs Ally at the end, and I understand it's for comfort, right? But I was also sitting there like, I don't know how to feel about this, because you're not, like, running up on Baki, making out with them, like, I'm so proud of you, and blah, 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 yay. She's more like, damn, I'm caught in the middle of this, but she shouldn't be caught in the middle of it, because Ally is not done, like, nigga just kind of came out of nowhere. It was just like, hey babe, I'm gonna fuck and marry you, and she's already dating a nigga that has risked his life and done shit to protect her. So I don't know. It just didn't make much
The
sense to me.
posters on the wall.
But it's
It
Baki,
has to have
so
something to do with the
I mean,
announcer's death.
I think it's kind of weird for us to expect female interactions and Baki to make any fucking logical sense when nigga got kissed by his mom on the lips, and his dad
So what
just
you
kills
trying
his
to
mom
say
for the
is-
fuck of it. Like, the fuck? On some Itachi shit? I
Do you think there's some kind of connection there?
So, you trying to say Baki is doing all this to start off
World
a
and the TV have something to do with
off-season
Senpai and the
NTR.
announcer's death?
I hope not.
Well, what do you think?
You know, I've tried looking up Baki hentai. I couldn't really find anything except
alternate it.
I couldn't find anything except the chapter, that whole arc where him and Kozue fuck, which is actually just a part of the main series, but the art is so fucking like, oh god. Like he draws the bodies pretty fucking well. Specifically Kozue's is done pretty well. But her shoulders are like super duper broad and her face is just fucking terrible. It's like fucking a fucking gorilla woman. It's
My thing is though, why would you switch up from Baki?
because
I-
Kozue's
you watch
hot.
Baki.
No, and I was curious. Yeah, but Kozue's hot and I was curious. I was curious to see like what they had done with Kozue.
Curious, alright.
But no. Because I walked in like about getting ready to type it. I typed in BAK. Oh wait a minute, these are a bunch of big buff ass niggas. I really hope I don't run into a bunch of yaoi. I enter. Like fucking.
There is a connection. It's a good bet that the two of that would explain the posters in that room. Which means, look around, you might find a place that has something to do with Senpai too.
Let me minimize this stuff off screen real quick. Ayo, real quick. If you open up a checkings account and you get a debit card, right? Yeah, that's how that works.
Yosuke, don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going in again.
I'm gonna find out myself.
Find out for myself.
Wow, Yosuke, you're so fucking
Don't
hot.
do this. You should just let the police handle this and...
You think we can rely on the police? They haven't made any progress on the announcer's case. Besides, even if we told them about the world inside the TV, there's no way they're gonna believe us.
That's a fair complaint. I wanted more biscuit too. Oliva is a fucking beast. Although I was surprised that I was really confused when they brought out Old Man with Oliva to fight first. I forgot what the fuck his name was. One of the five from the third season, right? The convicts arc, right? That was really confusing to me because guy basically just got his ass beat and they just reaffirmed that he's fucking brain dead. It's like, why? It felt like it was literally just an excuse to get Oliva in the arc so that they could just disprove the value of legitimate karate and techniques and martial arts and 4,000 years of training, which, to be fair, ended up working. But the way that he got included was really fucking odd, I thought.
After what I've seen, what I've put together, there's no way I can ignore it now. Sorry, but you're the only person who can help me. I'm gonna go get ready. I'll be waiting for you at Junes.
Yeah. Wow.
I can kinda understand how he feels. But we can't be sure we'll be able to get out safely again. What should we do?
Go with him.
You serious?
Why wouldn't I be serious?
Anyways,
This is a
let's go to Junes.
JRPG.
We can't leave Yosuke alone.
Why wouldn't I go hop into trouble in a JRPG? Yeah, I'd like to save. I probably should make another save in case this one gets corrupted. Yeah. I played enough RPGs and games to fucking know. This nigga brought a big ass golf club and some rope. Aha! What am I looking at, dog? What the fuck?
Come on, you really shouldn't do this. It's too dangerous.
I know. We were able to come back once, right?
The fuck is this nigga have? This is a fucking screenshot, bro. What does this nigga have?
The same location. Maybe we'll meet that bear again.
Maybe
Nah, I
isn't
missed
good
it.
enough.
I missed the screenshot, whatever. The fuck?
Look, I can't just act like everyone else and
I really
pretend
hope
this has
there's
nothing to
more.
do with me.
You said your PC
Oh, okay, my mic wasn't on for, let me see, on the stream. Okay, yeah, I'm back now. PC just randomly fucking turned off. Not exactly sure what the fuck is going on with that, because that's the
He's trying to
third time
slide
that's
out the
happened in like
stream.
3 days. Huh?
He said, let me end the stream real quick.
Nah, nigga, I was here for like 20 minutes. You're back, but you're muted? Okay, yeah, I think I just fixed that. Let me boot up Persona again. OBS is on the wrong fucking screen. So there's that. Alright. We should be good now. Although I'm dropping frames for some fucking reason. Okay, I think it's just because I'm booting back up. It's fine. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da, 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 ba-da-ba-da. Actually, let me check something real quick, because I'm really... One thing I don't like about this game is that if you click off for any fucking reason, it just unfocuses the game, and I hate that shit. So I'm curious to see if there's a way to fix that. It's been insanely low. My volume is to 100, and I can't hear you. Let me see. Your audio's back, though? Okay. Restarting this fucking PC just creates a bunch of audio issues, it looks like. I don't know why. Here, let me see. I guess it randomly turning itself off. Oh, yeah. That would make sense. That should be better. That's like 75%. I think that's what I had it at the last stream as well. See if that's better. I'll wait.
Yeah, that's 75%.
Oh, I just got louder in Discord. Okay. Turn it down on OBS a little bit. That should be better. Let me see. I'll check stream too. That should be better. That's like 75%. I think that's what I had it at the last stream as well. See if that's... I feel like I should add a noise gate for, to get rid of the fan, because I'm leaving the fan on. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with that shit. It gets humid as shit in this room, so... Bro, there's no way to turn off, like, the auto unfocus. I hate this shit. It's better? Okay, that's good. Alright. Yeah, I wish there was a way to turn off make it so that when you left the fucking... When you clicked out of the window, it didn't just unfocus like dog shit. I hate that. Don't like that at all.
When you say unfocused, like, what is it?
Screen of the game goes black. All sound stops. Like, yeah.
I don't know. Are you playing it in full screen?
No, I'm borderless.
Oh, yeah. I
That's fucking retarded, right? Yeah, makes no
I know
sense.
that it usually happens in full screen. Borderless.
Yeah. Glad to know you're that kind. Don't worry, I'm not going in without a plan.
It's goofy shit. Goofy shit.
I want you to hold on to this and wait.
I feel like this is around the time I would be thinking about making a video, right? But I don't have any idea in mind. That's not true. I don't have an entirely fleshed out idea in mind. It's something that I'm begging to get off of my chest, or to get out of my mind.
This is for you.
You know, off my salty tongue. Golf club and 3 medicines.
Be better than going in empty-handed. All right, let's go.
I wonder what type of medicine he fucking gave him that thinks, like, if they get fucking mauled or beat up, that, like, some fucking, what do you give them, like, Motrin? Advil, Tylenol? Yeah, this don't worry, this Tylenol will help you, when you, get fucking decapitated. Your neck won't feel like it's hanging off for as long. And yeah, when they cut off your leg with the chainsaw, you'll just be numbed. It'll just go right through. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. She's just sitting there with a rope inside of a TV. She's gotta feel fucking awkward. She's gotta feel weird. Ta! The rope fucking cut off. Now what? now you fucking wait because you're a loser and you didn't want to come with us. Wow. I mean, what does the game audio sound like on stream? I'm curious. Oh yeah, my game audio is slow is the only thing. Yeah, yeah. I just noticed that. Turn that up. Ba 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 ba. Try that. So like 16.
Look, this is the same place as last
I probably should. Yeah, I'll
so
figure
they
it out
are
after
connected from
this.
place to place.
This should be better in terms of the game audio. I'll
Why'd you
check.
come back?
This thing is so confused. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I let you out.
You're the ones behind this.
Behind what?
You're that thing from last time. Wait, what the hell did you just say? Lately, I can tell someone's been throwing people in here.
Better okay.
It's making this world more and more messed up. This is the second time you guys came here, and I don't think anyone forced you in. That means you're the most suspicious.
I don't do nothing suspicious. Never in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell this nigga to shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Talking about throwing people in.
Weird ass nigga.
If someone was
You're a
thrown
bear.
in here and they couldn't get out, they might die.
A weeaboo bear.
Who would do such a... Wait a sec. This talk about someone throwing people in here. Does he mean Senpai and the announcer? Did that someone throw those two in here? Hey, what do you think?
What do you think? They accidentally fell in? I don't know. I'm just gonna say that must be it. Cause, you know.
Yeah,
I agree.
agree.
Yeah.
Let's assume he's telling the truth. Could it be that someone's throwing people in here, intending to kill them?
That could be
That's
the case.
the case. What do you guys
Bow,
want?
bow, bow, bow,
Like
bow,
to
bow, bow. Fuck with
It's a
the
one-way door.
music. Wait,
You can't get
well,
out
Misty
once you're in.
Chronexia is still alive. I said the same fucking thing like last week. Because people were commenting on that Misty Chronexia reaction I did a long ass time ago, and I was like,
How I had to let
what the
you
fuck
guys
happened to this guy? And I guess he's still alive, but I don't know if he still makes videos.
We don't need your help this time. See, this time we have a lifeline. What? Hey, you better let us
Wait,
know
hold
who's
on.
done
Hold on.
investigating here.
We're gonna pause on the persona real quick because I actually am super duper curious now, right? Like because I don't know exactly what the fuck Misty does now, right? Like what the fuck does he do? Crazy reboot announcement for Shaman King. We already knew about Shaman King. Okay, so he looks like he's just doing anime, gaming, manga. Well, this is weird. This nigga completely transitioned his spectrum. Hey, yo, he's on a completely different track now. He's got something about Chronexia and the 8 Seals that I'm kind of curious about watching. And then aside from that, he's completely turned to a normal ass. Looks like, I don't know, he's doing a couple of top 10 lists, but not that many. He's doing like Pokemon gameplay and ROM hacks and shit. What the fuck is going on here on this channel now?
Wait.
Misty is doing a Pokemon ROM hack, an Emerald ROM hack, a fucking anime roulette. I don't know what the fuck that is. Then he did one top 10 list, but it's only got like 12k views. Damn, this nigga had like the biggest fall off ever. That's nuts. Hey yo, this is yeah, that's what I'm saying, cause this motherfucker's fall off is huge. This dude went from like a consistent like close to 200k whenever he would make a top 10 to top 20 to just now hitting like in the realms of less than 20k, it looks like consistently. Like for about a month now. That's pretty fucking crazy. That nigga had a massive fall off. What is this? Hold on, I kind of want to watch this. Where is this shit? Hey, well, I'm gonna put this in chat because I want to watch this with you because I'm curious to see what actually happened. Where the fuck did that video just go? Here it is. Chronexia and the 8 Seals and what the fuck happened. This could be interesting. Hold the fuck on. Because we haven't seen this shit in like what? Like, hasn't it been like damn near like 4 years? Because we watched that before I went off to college, right? Like, holy fuck. Yeah, like 3-4 years ago. We've not heard a fucking peak since. Tell me when you're at the beginning.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
We're gonna turn the quality down real quick.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Let me make sure
Oh,
the
sorry.
sound of the video's high enough. Yeah, that should be loud enough. Okay. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, so this deserves a much overdue explanation, and I would do this on camera for pure honesty, but I'm reading off of a script because I think this is something that deserves a fair bit of accuracy, so enjoy my wallpaper engine as a background. So let me tell you about what truly happened regarding myself in the last few years, about
Reading off the
Chronexia and
script,
the
but
8
couldn't
Seals,
fucking edit
or
it.
how we used to
He
call
said,
it,
fuck it, why not?
Cates. Back in 2016,
What?
I got
Wait, did you hear that? He
approached
called
by
it
a
fucking
company
Kates?
called Studio Izune.
Why'd they call it that? I understand it's the first letter of
Operating
of all
under
the
a
words,
different
but
name,
that's a
working
terrible
a
fucking
different
acronym.
scheme. I don't know. It's been
that like
almost
Kates?
a decade, and most of them have ghosted me since. My goal
That nigga
with
got
this
ghosted
video
by his
is
team.
not to
Jesus.
expose people, but to tell you about exactly what happened behind the scene. So for that reason, all the names will be changed for, I don't know, fruits. The head director of Izune, I'm going to call Grape, and the lead art director was a girl I'm going to refer to as Apple. They're the essentials one. Grape didn't do any art stuff. He was the head coordination of Izune and was delegating tasks to their staff. I was dealing with Grape exclusively, and he was in charge of running the art direction. Anyway, starting from the beginning, somehow Grape heard about the fact that I had written a novel called Chronexia and the 8 Seals. It's been a lifelong passion project that I had mentioned on and
Hold on.
off
He don't
on my
have
channel.
he don't have any visuals going on, so I'll play Persona
just had finished
as
an
I'm
animation
listening to him in the
project,
background.
which they showed me as their resume.
New
It
Persona's
was
audio
as
clip, so
legit
we're not
as it
just
gets.
looking at this shit.
They offered to turn Kates into an anime. Me, an ambitious up-and-coming anime YouTuber. Of course, I was thrilled.
Ambitious.
But I clearly
You hear that,
couldn't
nigga?
find such
He said an
a
ambitious
big
up-and-coming
on my own,
anime YouTuber.
No matter.
My
how
top 20s
exciting
were built
this
differently
was.
from others.
So I did what
Nobody
every
could put
YouTuber
titties on a
do.
thumbnail like I
pitched
could.
the idea to my fans with a
I mastered the
rough
rule of
sketch,
thirds
and
by just making the
thousands of
whole
people were
thumbnail
on board
titties.
with the
It's
idea.
genius.
So we were off to the races. We decided to divide the task in two. The studio would make the visual, and I would take care of the audio side. I had some connections, but regardless, we needed money for this to work, so we made a Patreon as a way to crowdfund this, which in hindsight was a terrible mistake. We should have absolutely gone for something like Kickstarter instead.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Definitely.
to run smoothly, the studio needed about $6,000 a month. Seems like much, but there's about $1,500 for 4 artists spread on the span of a month, doing anything between 60 to 80 hours work a week. Clearly underpaid regardless.
It's because Misty was a
If we
relativist.
didn't get that much,
He's a
I would
casual.
patch
He was
the
a
rest from
relativist.
my pocket.
That's why he
If we
didn't do
had
anything
more,
for anybody's
we would
perspective.
keep aside for
He
the
was never
next
saying
one
anything of
to
interest.
provide some kind of cushion.
He didn't have anything to say of interest. That's
Needless
why
to
he's
say
stuck to
that
doing
6K
top
was
tens.
for the studio alone. I
Of really
personally
obvious shit
invested thousands of dollars
that
from
most
my
niggas
pocket
didn't
to
agree
take
with.
care of my audio side and whatever was lacking. I never made a single penny off of this project. If anything, I've invested
Huh?
a fortune of my own. The first 2 months
He didn't make
were
a single
smooth
penny.
sailing. We built the structure for the whole thing. We had hundreds of character design to
Hey, hold on,
blast through
Pause,
before
pause, pause.
starting.
Because I'm gonna put this on a watch together so we can pause when when we hear something kind of out there. On one end, I kind of understand that he didn't make any fucking money off the project, because they only did like what? Like they did a promo episode and then they did the actual first episode.
Yeah.
And they didn't get anywhere. So I guess that does kind of make sense, but we're like, where are we at? Like,
Wow. So
3 whatever? Hold the fuck on. Let me see this, like, yeah. Put it in chat. $354.
Browser.
So you can permanently leave your PC setup now, right? Now that you're in Atlanta. So wait, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So you said you were living with a family friend. So the family friend has a brother, or not a brother, a son, then.
Yes.
Okay. Is it? So how many people are in the house? Is it 4 now? Or is it 5? Like, is there a mother and a dad, or is it just like one person, their son, and
hold on here. Let me.
okay.
I'll type it out and send it real quick.
Okay. I'll make y'all scream it out on stream so everybody knows.
No, you can do that. It's just.
Oh, he's got some crazy shit to say. I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Will's about to be like, this nigga fucked a fox in his backyard, watching Misty Chronexia, getting cock and ball tortured. Who do you think would win in a fight between Foreverworld and Misty Chronexia? I'd be surprised if Misty even bothered to throw a punch. To be honest with you, Misty seems like such a bitch. I mean, like, even the way that he's coming off and tone with this shit is weird. Right? I don't like how he's trying to make this seem like it's some super duper sad, I don't know, disgustingly awful, guilty story, as opposed to just being like, yeah, so I fucked up massively. Let's just go ahead and do a webcam video, so you can see whatever the fuck is going through my face, and we'll just talk, right? Just have a conversation. I don't know. I don't like the way this is even being portrayed so far. He didn't make a single fucking dollar off the project. Although it didn't really click to me that they fucking funded the project through Patreon, which now, actually, like he said, seems like such a stupid fucking idea. Like, who the hell funds a project via Patreon? Patreon is for a personal donation. It's not for you to fund projects. That's why you have Kickstarter. You can do it, but it's that, yeah, you can do it, but that's not what it's for. Like, that's not the incentive of it.
Yeah. Because I know they have, there's a setting with Patreon, you can have it where it takes out, like, whatever they pledged, it takes out, per, like, if you drop, like, if you're doing, like, a manga or something, it takes it out per chapter you drop, or per video you make, that's it.
Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and start this shit up again.
project. If anything, I've invested a fortune of my own.
Yeah, I'd be
Poor smooth sailing.
pretty
We
fucking
built
shocked if
structure for the whole thing. We had
Misty
hundreds
even
of
bothered to
character
throw a
design
punch.
blast through before starting the first frame.
And then nigga
I
Forever's
converted
potato.
the book into
I think he
an actual
blocked me
script.
after I sent that to him,
You can't
didn't he?
just take a book and make it into an anime.
Probably.
They made the storyboarding, I did
Oh, what is
additions
this
for
shit?
voice character, and despite the hundreds of submissions I got, I unfortunately had very little to work
Is it
with
this?
in terms of
Yeah,
talent.
here it is.
But this was a community project, so we didn't care.
He
if it
blocked me
wasn't
after I
perfect.
did this. What the
We had
fuck?
fun doing it. Thankfully,
I wonder if I'm
actually
still
hit the
blocked,
jackpot
actually.
with
I have
the
no
music
clue.
side. Everyone who reached out to me had outstanding skills, orchestra level, especially Bill, whom I never had the chance to thank properly.
Did you say
So
Bill, but he
if
said
you
he's
ever
gonna
see
refer to
this,
everybody as a
every
fruit?
new
The fuck
piece
is
he
a
made
Bill?
was absolutely phenomenal, and I love them all to bits.
Bill.
We started the work in April, and by July we finally had everything ready to make the trailer that people called the first
Yeah, see,
opening.
yeah. We got
And
we had the
started
trailer,
working
and then
on
we have the
pilot
actual
episode,
yeah.
which was the prologue of the story. So over the next couple of months, we grinded countless hours.
Still
on
blocked by
music,
forever.
the voice acting, the sound effect, the Foley, and they made the visual for the episodes. Little did I know, their teams was already shambling.
Oh, I'm not
down.
blocked by forever.
Turns out that, unbeknownst to me,
Not anymore.
out
At
of the
least.
monthly 6K,
Maybe I either
Great
got
was
unblocked
keeping a
or this
really
is
big
might be a
cut of
different
the money
Twitter.
for himself,
No. This is the same
leaving
one. Yeah,
very
I guess
little
I'm
for his
unblocked.
crew
Cool.
to work off of. All the
Sweet.
while, Grape was telling them I was the bad guy who couldn't afford more this month. Once Grape got a taste of the money, he began asking me for advances for
I
the
should've
next
blocked
months,
anyways.
because
This
his
is
team
funny.
was threatening to quit. Obviously.
Pause real quick.
The
Meanwhile,
pseudo-intellectual
the people
setup of the
supporting
video as if it
Patreon
was the
started
best
to
thing
get desperate.
that never succeeded. He'll probably be like, I was the architect of my own downfall. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck I'm getting out of this, right? That he's making this seem as if he was the master of this fucking orchestra, or he was the conductor, and then like, oh yeah, you know, I had such a great vision, and I can't believe that this didn't work out. But it was all things that were out of my control. This system was plotted against me, and blah 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 blah. It's so fuck. I hate the fucking setup for this. All right. Yeah. We'll keep going.
It kept paying
I mean, the
monthly
part
for
where
a
he
project
said that I was an
wasn't getting
ambitious upcoming
So people
YouTuber should be
started to
obvious of that
dwindle
enough,
out.
right?
and the
There's
gap
nothing
I had
ambitious
to
about
fill
making top
each month
10s.
just grew more
The
and
fuck?
more, to a point I could hardly keep up with. Not wanting people to think I had scammed them out of a huge sum of money, I just kept pushing for a release that, without a doubt, was getting rushed. Despite all of that, we managed to put out a first episode on Thanksgiving 2016, about
Oh, it
6
was
months
Thanksgiving.
after
Oh.
the start.
I didn't even remember
The
that.
reviews were mixed. 80% people were thrilled about the project, but the minority was very loud about the stuff they hated. How some of the minor characters were poorly casted.
Mana?
I remember when we saw this. I remember my exact reaction to that scene.
Bad too, although that was somewhat intentional, kind of clearing things up as the episodes
Oh, I
went on.
remember that.
But the rest
Oh,
was
jeez.
exclusively poking fun at the visual, being, well, truly janky to say the least.
That didn't look that bad. Yeah, but this is just like, what the fuck was this? They tried to animate Sakuga and it just was so
Anyway,
bad. It was so
the first episode
incomprehensible.
was out and it was smooth sailing from there, right? Not quite. More like the opposite, actually. The Patreon tanked tremendously. The staff under Grape started to quit left and right, but again, that was all smokes and mirror to me, because I only dealt with Grape, and Grape kept telling me that everything was fine. He gaslit me for 2 years, and every time I would threaten to cut them off, the next week he would come up with a bit of new progress made by Apple, his shining ace in the hole. But I was blinded by redemption. In for a penny, in for a pound. I didn't want a
Blinded by redemption. I was blinded. That's such a
want to be what people remembered me for.
Oh wait, did you pause that, Will? Oh, your mic is super duper low. Oh, he just cut out. Okay, you're back now. What were you saying?
Did we-
Yeah, now I did.
Okay. But yeah, I paused it. I was saying, so he hired a whole team and literally only talked to one person from that team.
Yeah, he only talked to the fucking manager. He only talked to the manager. So what I'm understanding is that he was in contact with this studio, and out of the studio, he only was in contact with the manager. And that's, yeah, blinded by redemption. What the fuck does that even mean? I have no fucking clue. I guess what he's trying to say is that his vision was clouded by the fact that he could make a better that he could make a better project, or he could put out something that was a better product. But I mean, like, he's not from the looks and sounds of it, he actually was not responsible for basically any of the fucking production. He had almost no involvement aside from just getting weekly updates. That's what he's making it sound like.
Yeah.
But when you say blinded by redemption, that seems to imply that you had a much bigger stake in this than is. Yeah. I'm now trying to get used to the slightly grown version of yeah, I don't know how. I don't know. The way he's coming off trying to portray this is really confusing. I don't understand what his involvement in the project even is anymore. Or was, I guess. We'll keep going, but yeah, like,
So we somehow scraped somewhat of an episode 2 together.
oh yeah, and the episode
At
2
least
PV
better,
looked much
but the lack
better.
of
It looked
consistency,
much better,
me
way
catching
better.
onto Grapes scamming me
I remember
and
that.
coming to the terms that this wasn't going to get done.
Grape
with the
scamming
team,
me. I don't know
kind
if
of
he was
brought
scamming you.
everything to a halt. Eventually, I managed to get in touch with Apple herself, who told me about her side of the story and confirmed my suspicions. I still have all of the PayPal receipts of all the money I transferred over the 2 years. and
Whoa.
It killed me to look
Damn.
at them. Happening at the
Hey,
same time was
go
when my
back,
life got
go back.
and
Can we get it? Can we get
confirmed
like
my
a general
suspicions.
tally
I still have all
of
of
how
the
much this
PayPal
is? Damn.
Okay. Yeah, Hunter.
Hold on, cause this is starting with the row with fucking 422. So I'm curious. Is this download file just a download of all his PayPal transactions, and he just went to the ones that he sent to Izune, or is this just a subsection of what he actually sent? This is okay. So here's also something interesting, right? It looks like they didn't really actually start production until April. And the episode came out on Thanksgiving, right? So they had 7 months. They were only able to produce one episode, and the quality on that episode was severely fucking lacking. That's pretty crazy. I mean, technically, I guess maybe they did a PV, but I don't know if that's included in the cost for this whole spreadsheet or whatnot. So let's see. I'm just gonna round this shit, and we'll take like a rough estimate. So about 11,000 or like 10,500, 12,000. Holy shit, that's already a lot.
all the money I transferred.
Holy fucking shit. I'm just gonna round these down to like
6,000, 6,000.
holy fucking shit. So that's like what, like 3,600 or 36,000? 36, that actually more. It's closer to like 37,500. You got another 6,000 there. That's like 7,000. Well, this is like closer to 7,000. Holy fuck. So he cleanly like spent way over 50K. He spent way over 50K on this shit. That's pretty nuts.
And
I didn't even know he had a wife.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything. His wife looks like an anime girl.
Oh, really? I looked at his wife and I was like, why she kind of look like him? The fuck? I was like, this is a little weird. Is that is really his wife or his sister? Like, the fuck is going on here? Maybe it's both. Like,
I really don't know.
never know where this nigga lives. He doesn't look like that bad of a guy, although I don't like the way that his fucking, like, beard is. You know, like, something about that beard rubs me the wrong fucking way. Like, he's the nigga that got bullied in school a lot. Although, but the necklace is kind of clean. Yeah.
She seems like the type of person that. So, you know, I think he might actually win that for Neverworld. I don't know. He seems like the type of person that would snap.
Do you think he gonna be for Neverworld?
Like,
I think for Neverworld is like fat and he probably like biting at that nigga. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Imagine a nigga coming at you like, see, this is gonna be one of those fucking, hold on, I'm about to do something that's gonna get me clipped. Y'all gonna turn this into a fucking meme again. I'm gonna look back at this in like 5 years and be like, why'd I do that? He's gonna come back, I'm gonna fucking recreate the shit where he's just like, ah! You know, just like coming at the fucking camera and shit. I can just imagine for Neverworld with big ass fucking front teeth just biting into this nigga like a beaver, like a fucking beetle. I can just see it, bro.
I could imagine for Neverworld like winning in the beginning and then out of nowhere.
And out of nowhere, a nigga just pulls out an AR out of his backpack. I've had enough.
It's like mad charged.
Friends, anime club, or whatever we used to call ourselves, Akidiras, Joey the Anime Man, and Lust Paws, kind of.
Ew! Hold on, I didn't know that the
I
anime
had lost
man was in that
thousands
fucking
of-
thing too. Oh no, this makes so much sense. Yeah, and what's funny is that Joey's doing so fucking well now. For Neverworld as a
Yeah.
slugger, yeah, that's what I would imagine. I imagine For Never's probably just throwing like these really wide ass fucking punches. Although he kind of can't throw
Yeah.
wide punches because he's like big and fat, but his arms are kind of like stubby. So, like-
throw some heavy punches.
Nah, I mean he probably does, but he can't throw wide punches because like wide punches got require that like you gotta reach all the way out and your arm comes around and whatever, and it's like wild as shit. But this nigga's arms are like this, like they're like if I fold my fucking arms so that only my elbow reaches out and shit. I like you know. Anywho.
Sorry.
There's only a lifelong passion project. Lost my friends. And stigma that I was robbing people slowly canceled my channel. Kill my views.
Sadly,
and
live
me
venue not
at the
opening
same
up,
time
so my
inside.
band can't perform
And
Yorushika
that's
songs.
when
You
I
fucking
mentally
perform
started
Yorushika
to
songs?
spiral down.
Oh, that's
It's all
fucking
my
lit.
fault.
What were you guys gonna
I
perform?
wasn't good enough. I wasn't experienced enough.
Out of
I
curiosity.
should have used Kickstarter, not Patreon. I should have worked with real people in a studio, not over the internet. What if I had done this like that? What if I had done this like this? Why don't people watch my videos anymore?
Why don't
Was I
people
the
watch my
Ringo Starr
videos
of our
anymore?
anime Beatle group, and now that everyone was solo, no one went to Ringo's concert? Was it because I had a kid and I wasn't pumping video
Whoa, that's big.
24/7? Was it the algorithm, the demonetization? Was it out of spite people didn't like my content anymore? My brain was on overdrive.
Oh, shut the hell up. Hold on. Was it out of spite? Oh my god, the whole world's turned against me. My top tens.
Look, bro. I would just say that. I would just say this: as soon as he had that kid, he really wasn't popping like that. Bro.
Yeah, bro. See, this is what kids do to you. See, like, you have kids, you stop putting titties on the thumbnail, and now you're not popping anymore. Like, what do you do now? What am I gonna do? What if my kid grows up and they bully him at school and they're like, hey, how you doing, Ronnie? You know, I saw that your dad has a YouTube channel. It was pretty crazy. The way he was he was shooting vids for your mom on OnlyFans, using them as the thumbnail. Man, like that shit was wild, bro.
That's wild.
Hey, your mom got a fat ass like that. Like, uh-oh.
Tell her to keep posting.
Tell her I like them coming out on Thursdays.
Bro, this it is trying to get on my foot.
Until I had my breaking point at Anime Expo 2000 last year. Every year I would get invited to conventions. It was the usual. I would
6
go to
solid
about
hits
5
before he
or
passes
6
out
a
his
year.
fair.
Would meet fans. I used to love
No
doing
fucking-
that. AX was always the biggest, and it was the yearly gathering where all the YouTubers would hang together. That summer, in 2019, in Anime Expo, the biggest North American convention with over 100,000.
We were gonna go to that,
I had
except
one
fucking
signing
COVID,
throughout the whole event,
unfortunately.
and no one showed up.
Yeah, one signing.
It crushed me.
Damn.
I broke down crying and sobbing in a hall away from the crowd. Aki and Connor came to me to try and cheer me up.
That
but
nigga thought he
at
had
this point, it was
fans.
months
Wow.
of repressed sadness, anxiety,
Said, "Ain't nobody showed up
stress,
to my
and
sign."
overspilling all at once. Me wanting to provide for
He
my
fucked
family,
up.
doing this job that I love so much, wanting my career to not
I would
blow
make
up in
that fucking
flames.
mistake.
The loss of my friendship with everyone that was beyond my personal decision, where we could barely be seen together without creating a chaos of where's the other one. So at that point, I'd rather avoid doing collabs altogether to not deal with this backlash.
He did collabs.
My friend.
Yeah,
Aki,
but only
Joey,
within
nope.
that group with like fucking Joey, Aki, and whoever the fuck the anime club, right? But I mean, like, y'all were making good ass content anyways, so
But the thing is, I don't remember them doing.
I don't remember
I
seeing him on any collaborative content. I agree with that. I didn't even know he was a part of that group. I'd only known that group by name and not by members or anything else. Because I was always curious about where the fuck, like, did Joey just pop out of nowhere? Like, where did this nigga come from? My God. But, this is kind of fucking interesting. Yeah, I don't remember him doing collabs at all. Period. But then, yeah, but then again, I wasn't always invested in his shit, so, I mean, that doesn't really surprise me. 2014, 2015, everybody knew Misty, and we knew him as, this is the guy who puts titties in his thumbnails and makes the top 10 videos, and that's it, right? Like, he made nothing of substance, and I guess that's fine, right? But when you have... But I used to put it this way. I remember when Snob would always put out that spreadsheet, right, that he used to update about the top anime reviewer or top anime channels by sub ranking, I think, right? And that nigga was like easily fucking number one, but it was just like, you know, we don't count this nigga, right? Like like nobody counts Misty. Misty never says anything. Misty doesn't do anything except put together fucking lists that take like a collective maybe an hour or two to edit. I mean, it's hard to have respect for somebody that is consistently just putting out top 10s that take an hour or two to edit, when I'll put this in perspective for everybody in chat. Like, I don't mean to make it sound like I put significantly more effort into my videos than like every other fucking person on this planet. Like, Pause and Select videos are fucking nuts. The way that the like his editing must take, I know for a fact his editing must take fucking months, like legitimate fucking months. They're fucking crazy videos. You should go check them out if you've not seen them. But like, to put this in perspective, the fairy tale video that I edited just like a couple of weeks back took me, I want to say, roughly 21 hours to edit. So it's just like, you know, having a guy who makes such low quality fucking content, I don't know what the fuck he was expecting. I think he was thinking he was far more fucking respected in this community than he actually was. He completely was deluded and mistaked really high views and people just being active in his comment section for something that is really easily like congregated around for people adoring him, and that's not what happened. There were never. I highly doubt that if we go back to Misty Chronexia videos, we will find like comments from 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years ago that are over here like, "Wow, Misty, haha, you really outdid yourself this time, man. You're a great guy, man. You really spoke to my fucking soul, man. This part where you showed Azuna's titties and talked about the 2 years worth of semen, man, that really hit me." Right in the asshole, bro. Like, that got me. Nobody's saying shit like that. Like, yeah, I felt that shit, yeah. You know what else I felt? I felt my hand twitching really fucking hard when I hit that dislike button, nigga. I was like, yay! I'm livid! I'm based in Southeast Asia, so some country there. That's a good collection of bands, by the way. Asian Kung Fu, Kana Boon, and Polka Dot Stingray. Your mic's breaking up a little bit. Yeah, that's a really good combination of bands, by the way. But I wonder, did any of you listen to the Polka Dot Stingray EP in chat? What the fuck is it called? SP18. That EP is lit. The last, I didn't fuck with the very first song there. I don't even remember what it's called. I think it starts with an A. Hold on. I mean, we have Spotify like right fucking here, so oh, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna have to listen to this off stream. I didn't know that they posted a song called Jet. That's crazy. I had no clue about that shit. Squeeze, yeah. Squeeze, I couldn't fucking stand Squeeze, but the rest of that EP was fucking fire. SP8, 813, Tokameku Speaka, and then like Kami-sama are all lit. Or I guess that's Ojo-sama, whatever. You get my fucking point. Yeah. I would kill to fucking listen to Tokimeku speaker live. That seems like that could be cool. Alright, well, let me unpause this shit real quick. Damn, you know what? I might have to section this whole reaction off into its own video, now that I'm thinking about it. Damn. That might actually be a good
Were
idea.
thriving, and I was genuinely happy for them, but a part of me hated it. I've had mentored them and helped them bloom into successful YouTubers. And sure, there was absolutely reciprocity in there. They would help me too. But why was I the
they
only
coming
one
tomorrow.
casted to the shadows while they could keep
So,
going
tomorrow
on
morning.
like nothing ever happened? I became resentful and bitter inside, so I started going to therapy, and I like to think I'm much better now. I've never stopped enjoying making videos, and while I may not still be getting the number of views I used to, I've came to terms with it. I've been tying my
I gotta
worth
listen to
as a
Jet. Yeah, I've
person
not
to
even
my
heard it.
success.
I had no clue
And
that came
when
out.
it all crumbled, my
No fucking
self-worth
clue.
went
It didn't pop
along
up on my
with it.
Spotify feed.
It really sucks for Cates. I'm sorry I couldn't deliver on the promises I made. I'm sorry if you hated me, because I assure you, the hardest critic of all was always myself. So where does that lead me off in regards to everything? Well, since then I've built the skeleton for a brand new opening, but I don't
Whoa.
ever see it being
It
more
looks
than
good.
that.
Whoa.
Just a one-shot.
Hey,
If
that
it
was
ever
lit
gets
though.
As
Okay.
much as I always believe in
Okay.
Cates on a story point of view,
Damn.
you just don't get a do-over on a project of this magnitude. It's
Damn.
my other option at
They
this
really.
point.
Hey,
Either
damn.
comics,
Hey, they really fixed it
someone
up.
serious and reliable that can draw consistently on my behalf.
What
Or
the
my
fuck?
other idea was to make some kind of live 2D visual novel, but as a YouTube video. I don't know, I think it can work in my head, but in both cases I'm outside my skill range, and people like me don't usually get second chances. I'm not making this video
Okay.
for sympathy
Now,
or
let's
clear
hold
cut
on.
if I wanted to
Hold
be.
on. Let's hold on. Okay. The one thing I don't like is that he's over here talking about most people people like me don't get second chances. Like, I think, number one, there's no way he believes that to be true. Like, everybody, I mean literally everybody has been waiting for episode 2. I can't think of anybody who watched the first episode and went, oh yeah, I hope he goes bankrupt and dies alone. Like, nobody asked for that, right? We were like, damn, this is terrible, right? He's the biggest nigga in our community. Let's come out and see, like, if he's going to make something better, let's see where it goes. Like, it started off laughably. We wanted to see if it either got more fucking laughable or if he actually improved it. From the looks of that, he actually improved it, right? So, I mean, I feel like everybody would have watched. Even if you didn't even have an interest in the story content, you would have watched because it's an anime YouTuber who actually got his shit, that, good or not, got adapted into an anime. So that shit I don't agree with. And I just don't like how he's like, I'm not doing this for sympathy, but then he's being overly, I don't know what to say. Melodramatic's not the word I kind of want to use, but it kind of gets my point across, I guess. Saying shit like, people like me don't get second chances, as if he's degrading himself in a attempt to garner sympathy from the audience. To have us go like, oh no, you're not useless. Oh my god, you're so ambitious. Stop. I'm not giving you that shit. The fact of the matter is, you fucked up, and everybody sees that you fucked up, and the studio fucked up. But now, whatever this project that you just fucking showed footage of looks fire.
Usually.
At least from an animation standpoint, it looks really good.
I'm not making this video
So,
for sympathy
yeah.
or clearing my name. If I wanted to do that, I'd have done it years ago. Now, I wanted this to be a new beginning for my channel. If you came for anime recommendation, and the guy behind the infinite anime wisdom and countless bad jokes, he's back in full force and finally
Brother,
decided to
orange
move on
Countless
to a
bad
new
jokes. I
chapter
don't
in
ever
life.
remember that nigga. Hey, wait a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Usually, if a nigga makes a joke, or if somebody on YouTube you perceive to be funny, right? You can usually remember at least one joke that nigga makes. Like, I can't remember a single joke from this dude Chronexia. At all. Period. Not
He
even
makes
fucking
jokes?
close. I didn't know he even made jokes. If he made jokes, then his scripts were so fucking bad to the point where I couldn't even fucking tell they were jokes. Maybe it's the same thing that Scrolls has, right? Where Scrolls is like, when he writes a script, he performs it as if he's reading a script, and he doesn't perform it as if he's just having a conversation. Like when I write a script, I read the script off like I'm talking to somebody. I have the same inflections as I do during a normal conversation. Like I talk now how I talk during a video. So
Yeah.
shouldn't be a fucking difference. But maybe it's different for him, because I had no clue that nigga made jokes. Came out during COVID, so blame the fake news.
But I had to shed this weight behind to accept the new hand that was dealt to me and realize I may never go back to that period of prosperity
Oh, what a
that
sound.
2016
He's not as fat as I
era
thought he
was.
was.
It was a big
So,
sound.
what's in
Wait,
store
big
for this
bug.
channel? Well, first of all, my daughters are much better
Something
now.
start flying.
They were always
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of sick.
I didn't know he
as
had two
babies,
kids.
But
Oh,
now
that's
that
cool.
they're starting to be more self.
Wait, what the fuck? He actually named his daughter Misty? Bruh. What the fuck, bruh? She gonna be looking herself up, and she only gonna find content of her dad when she fucking gets older. That's gonna be crazy. Niggas gonna be looking for her LinkedIn, and all they're gonna run across is her dad fucking like posted up to like anime body pillows and shit. She's gonna be real fucking confused.
Fishing, it's going much smoother. Skyla still don't do her nights, but we've gotten used to it. So now it gives me
right
more
here?
time to dedicate this channel of mine that I got going on. There's a lot of new ideas I want to try out, but if anything, just more content in general. Going back to weekly top 10s on Fridays, some kind of anime-related news show on Mondays, live streaming Tuesday and Thursday.
I thought about
either
getting back to
game-related
doing
or
that,
stuff like
getting
Anime
back
of
to
the
anime
Week or
related news
If the
shows,
Anime
but I
Line,
also kind of don't fucking care.
and a random video in the middle of the week with more collabs with people. Old
Japanese
ones,
news
or new
stories could
ones,
be
and just
interesting,
hopefully
though.
a better pace all around. I
Music
may never
wise.
be able to bring back the Beatles, the anime Beatles, but maybe we can make something
The
different
anime
together, and I hope
Beatles.
you'll want to be
Yeah,
part of it. I don't usually make these
The
update
anime
videos, but this
Beatles.
was severely overdue. Truth be told, I've been scared of criticism and backlash my entire life. I don't deal well with drama. It makes me wince physically. I've always wanted to make people happy, even if it's just a little bit. So yeah, TLDR, hindsight is 2020. I'm sorry, I didn't live up to expectations, either yours or honestly simply my own expectations. I wanted it so bad, and I clearly didn't have the knowledge nor the experience to tackle such a big endeavor. But if anything, I think I've learned and grown as a person thanks to it. Thank you for still giving me a chance. I hope how little it was, it still brought you excitement or inspiration. I'm clearly not perfect, and Fame kind of put
I have
on
something in my
the
fucking
spotlight
eye,
that
bro.
I never
can't figure out
thought
what the
I
fuck it
deserved.
is.
Fame showcase your
Damn
flaws
it.
through a magnifying glasses, so whenever you step slightly outside of bound, you
This
get
is
a lot of
100%
backlash for it.
Oh wait, what? People who complain about CG anime don't realize 90% of all anime are made in 3D nowadays. The only difference is they paint over it to give it that 2D look. Who understands something about how animation is work is made. I already criticized this tweet, but let me join. Yeah, this is 100% bullshit. The fuck? What he's talking about is damn near rotoscoping. It's not the exact same thing as rotoscoping, obviously, but it's similar, where you're actually taking real life footage and then you're drawing over it. Like, that's not what's happening here. That's not what happens in 90% of anime. That's not what happens in 90% of character animation. That's just fucking wrong.
I've just always been a guy passionate about, and I think that's my
That's not even close.
biggest and also hardest downfall. I do own up to the mistakes I've made, and I learn from them. And to the risk of quoting endgames, I hope you don't judge me for my worst mistakes, and that in the end, the good I've brought outweighed the bad one. Anyway, enough with that self-pity
good I've
bullshit.
brought.
If you got recommendations,
Yeah, just like you said, enough with that self-pity bullshit. Thank you. Yeah, enough with the self-pity bullshit. We're sick of hearing you. God damn, nigga, like... What? Why? Just why, bro? Hold on.
putting end games, I hope you don't judge me for my worst mistake. That in the end, the good I've brought.
The good I've brought, like what? I will say this: he's undoubtedly probably gotten more people into the medium, or at least exposed people to more shows, only for the sheer fact that he just made top 10s, clickbaited people, and the sheer amount of views that he was fucking receiving had to undoubtedly have led to people being exposed to more within the medium, right? But in terms of actually providing anything as for a different perspective, he's not done anything. And in terms of providing content that is actually meaningful and perspective altering or anything of the degree, or educational or whatnot, he also has not done that either. Unless by educational you are counting the exposure to shows that some people didn't know of, but those people were casuals at that point anyways, right? So I mean, like, you know, yeah, this is a big L of an apology, or not even an apology, I guess. Like the explanation part was fine, because we clicked on this video not to get a fucking sob story. I didn't come here to listen to Misty tell me about, God damn it, the world hates me, I feel like my life sucks, wah, wah, wah. Like, I came here because I was like, what happened to this project? Why don't we see anything of it? And why was the first episode so fucking bad? And why do we have... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I've not seen his top 20 pinkest vaginas in the hentai. In the hentai Koito Kinenbi. Number 10. Hot Spring Mom Vagina. Like, okay.
You know, I could actually hear him saying that.
Top 10 mom vagina. The hot spring mom vagina.
Outweighed
That'd be funny.
outweighed the bad one.
The good
Anyway,
one outweighed
enough
the
of
bad
that
one.
Self-pity bullshit. If you got recommendations,
He had a
of something
script
you
and somehow
like
he still
or
had a
would like
grammatical
me to
error.
do, a
That's
collab
kinda
with
funny.
a certain YouTuber, a top 10 topic I've never covered, or that I covered or has been eaten up by copyrights, more chibi skits. Remember the chibis with the piano wars? Only the
Chibi
OG remember
skits?
that cringe.
I don't remember that
More
shit.
guess the anime, more anime of the week. Let it all out in the comments below. I really
I
appreciate
just realized, has this nigga's avatar always been a female? With pink hair?
Yes, yeah, always.
Ain't that kind of fucking
Huh?
weird? Like,
Okay.
ain't your avatar supposed to be, like, you? I don't know. I'd be very, you would never see me associating myself with a female chibi anime avatar with pink hair and big titties
Bro, that was
and a nice
Bro,
ass.
bro.
Like, just not
you
happening.
would write all these people like that.
Huh?
You would write all now.
Bro. My avatar is me and on a salt shaker, bro. You know what I'm about? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'm gonna make a salt shaker version of me like that, bro. I'm gonna give myself a fat ass. I'm gonna give myself some nice skinny jeans and shit. I'm gonna draw some titties on that fucking salt shaker. Y'all finna hate me. It's gonna look real weird for about a month. Niggas are gonna be like, oh yeah, that was kind of fucking weird, huh? I can't believe we never really thought about this shit before. That is pretty cringy. I mean, you can identify that. If he had just came out and just said he was identifying as like trans or something like that, I wouldn't care, right? That would make sense. But just like not identifying as anything of the sort, and then just kind of having a fucking having a girl profile picture with big titties that is supposed to be reminiscent of you. I don't know. Anyways, that's the That's basically the gist of the video, it
If
looks
you
like.
support throughout all of those years, I truly wouldn't be who I am without you all. So,
Okay, that was loud as shit. Okay. But hey, during the weed period decade ago, I used a chibi Shoto holding an apple because I used to send, because I sent for you. I mean, that's different though, right? Like having, it's one thing to have an avatar like that. It's one thing to have an avatar that's just like, I just like this anime character. It's another thing for you to make an anime character that is supposed to represent you, that you supposedly identify with, right? Like, so here's the thing, right? That you guys are thinking too much about, I have an anime picture that I identify with. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he made an anime avatar that he identifies with, despite the fact that he uses webcams and stuff on his video, that clearly doesn't, like, I don't know, it seems like there's no link between this girl and his actual self, or what he sees himself as. And I think, like, the fact that he actually made the fucking character and identifies with it is a little weirder than just simply choosing a character that you simply like or identify with, if that makes sense. It's one thing if you use a picture of Misaka Mikoto, for example, and you're like, oh yeah, I really identify with Misaka because of blah blah blah. That's fine. It's another thing for you to be like, oh yeah, who do I most identify with? and then you make the character, and then you make it a female, and then like you don't identify as anything in the sorts of like trans or gay or anything like that. I'm not saying it's wrong. I just find it like odd. Like that, I would just expect that typically, if I didn't know who the guy was, I would have probably presumed maybe he was maybe transgender or something of the sorts. But
Maybe he's Digi, bro.
maybe, I mean, Digi's trans, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a problem with niggas being trans. That's whatever. I don't give a fuck. But like, I just thought that the identification with the character that you create, being inherently pink-haired, green-eyed, and female, is like when you're like this bald fucking, or you're like this kind of like, I mean, he wasn't even all that lanky. I always thought that he was like way chubbier than that, and he was a little bit shorter. I didn't know that was his build. There's a point where he's at an anime con in here. I don't remember where the fuck it is, but yeah, you get my point. All right, well, that's it for the Misty. Unless there's something else here to pay attention to. That was the only video that actually caught my eye. Aside from that, we're just getting, it looks like he's got anime news, Pokemon stuff, guess the anime opening, top 10 most mainstream ongoing shonen anime in 2020. I'm curious, what possibly could have been the fall off in terms of the titles for... Ah, I see. Here we go. Top 10 with fucking bikini vagina pic. Top 10 with, yeah, well, Digi had it coming, all that Moe stuff, saying that I used to be a hardcore Moe weeb. Yeah, I mean, like, Digi, it wasn't even like, to one extent, it wasn't all that surprising at all. Dude came on YouTube as a brony, and he pretty much didn't exclusively watch Moe anime by any means, right? But was heavily invested in Moe stuff. So, I mean, it wasn't even a surprise when Digi had said something. I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Misty did either. I'd be like, well, the guy's, like, avatar is that of a pink-haired anime girl that he created with big titties and a nice ass. I will just keep reminding you about the big titties and a nice ass. She has a nice design. I really fuck with her design.
Wait, really?
What? You've not seen the, remember? Oh, you probably don't remember the show much. Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, I just remember
She
that,
definitely got big titties, but yeah. Yeah, I see what's happening here. Basically, all of his top 10s that have something in the lines of kissing, something kind of like a lewd face. Yeah, it's still clickbait. Yeah, and when he doesn't clickbait, he doesn't get any views, and he's really surprised about that. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because now I feel like maybe he actually wants to make interesting content, or he feels like he's making interesting content, and he's just not getting the views for it. Hey, that happens. I mean, like,
Yeah.
to be fair, like, I put out this fairy tale video thinking, like, you know what, this is probably one of the most coherent videos I think I've ever made. But I was like, I don't expect this to ever blow up so much as I just expect it to be, like, within 3 to 4 years time, I wouldn't be surprised if my video had, like, 1,000 views or something like that. But maybe that might even be overrating it, right? Like, maybe in, like, 10 years time, it's stuck at, like, 200 or some shit, or like 100 or something. Like, I don't know. But yeah, don't get into the scheme of making really shitty content and then expecting people to stick with you when you've not really established yourself. If you go off to make something that's not shitty or something that you perceive to be more ambitious, don't be surprised when people don't stick with you. They're there for a reason, right?
That first content that you were making.
Right. Yeah. That's why, like, I think he was really sad when he went to that anime expo, because he's over here thinking, like, oh yeah, these people fuck with me. No, they don't fuck with you. They fuck with, like, titties, and they want to know where these titties came from, nigga. Like, has nothing to do with you. I don't think he was, he thought he was being really captivating in his videos, and that just wasn't the case. I think that was pretty obvious by the fact where he was, like, the funny, joking guy that you guys always knew that's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I ain't ever know Misty for being that, nigga. The fuck? Like, I just knew him as the nigga that made top 10s. I never knew him as anything other than that. What the fuck? He was funny? What's the joke of his channel? Like, I got jokes you can directly correlate with me. You got the whole fucking dogs and cats thing, and then you got the only thing that's level 15 in his house is, like, I got something, like, yeah. But I mean, like, this nigga, he ain't got nothing. Like, you can look to niggas like Burleezy, they've got something. I mean, even fucking Chibi has, dude, you know?
Yeah.
You got fucking Bonkai and King of Lightning, and, like, all these people got a joke or something. But I had to pick 2 hobby band stuff or crappy Japanese cartoons since I have more audience with my band priorities goes there. Okay.
Hey, let me ask this question.
Fair enough.
Let me ask this question to you.
Hello? You said let me ask this question to what? Let me switch back to perhaps all that happened highly dependent on each individual current lifestyle. Yeah.
Does anyone in your stream knows what happened to,
You got a lot of, like,
Lost
air
Pause
coming up. You said, does anybody know what happened to Lost Pause?
not Lost Pause, but Lost Pause in the Anime Man thing?
Mm-mm.
Because all I remember is one day they literally just, I don't know what happened. They just separated.
I don't even know what the fuck you were talking about there, yeah.
My hypothesis was Lost Pause. I think you know who Lost Pause is, right?
Lost fucking Pause. That name is so familiar, but I don't remember the fucking dude himself.
He's basically
Doesn't look like
the PewDiePie of the anime community. Basically.
Oh.
He's not the most subscribed, but he's very, what's the word, West.
I'm actually curious, does Snop still do the top anime channels thing? Does he still update that spreadsheet? This was... The last time it looks like he did it was last summer. Oh no, this is ranking all of his anime. What I'm saying is that Misty shouldn't be having that profile picture unless he's a cute femboy. I ain't gay though. That's kind of how I feel. It's more like, it's not like he shouldn't quote unquote have it because he's allowed to have whatever he wants, but it is weird that he does have it given that he doesn't seemingly identify with anything like that. I just find it weird that, like, I don't know, that he identifies with, that his immediate first action when it came to making a character that he most identified with was a pink-haired anime girl with big tits, and then he didn't identify as being trans. It was just kind of like this seems like a disconnect to me, I guess. Because I mean, the girl, at least within the show and shit, didn't seemingly have any sort of personality trait that would be like, she wasn't like uberly cynical or something, or you know.
Yeah.
Which is not to say he's uberly cynical, but my point being, like, there wasn't any sort of like defining trait there that I would connect to the person that is supposed to symbolize. I mean, that's why nowadays I just use my fucking, yeah, I mean, like, my avatar has just been my, me on a shelf shaker for whatever, yeah. I guess Snob doesn't do this anymore. I thought Snob used to still did this, but it looks like he doesn't do the, highest rated anime channels. That'd have been nice. It would have been nice to still have that chart. Okay. Maybe I'll ask him to do it at some point later. Maybe if we donate to his Patreon, but I don't want to give money to Snob, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fuck with you. Yeah, I have no clue. I didn't even know. I don't know what the fuck the relationship between Lost Pause and the anime man was, anyways.
Really, really good. But what's up, guys?
It's basically
Yeah, I'm looking at a video.
It's kind of vlog video, I guess you could say.
I don't know. It seemed like they were cool. People kept asking them to do a collab. They did a collab.
I've been noticing.
And then they had that little group. And then all I remember, the last thing I remember is, they did it was a group drinking session on stream. And that man Lost Pause did something mad sus.
I've not done,
Lost
yeah,
Pause.
because I thought I just saw a picture of them niggas damn near kissing. I was really confused when I looked at that. I said, I was like, is this nigga, I was like, is the anime man gay? I was like, the fuck is going on here? What the hell?
They were both drunk. And shit. Yeah. I think they ended up having. I think the one girl had to end up pulling them off one another or something. I don't know.
Nah, bro. That's look,
I
bro.
just remember
All
the
I'm
last thing
saying
I saw
is,
they just stopped.
all I'm saying is you don't just kiss somebody when you're drunk if you don't feel nothing, bro. My nigga got something underlying. He's got something he's trying to tell us. Or something that maybe he was not trying to tell us that he's now hiding. Yeah, I've never watched this thing's channel. I've just heard of the name. I didn't actually know who he was or what he did. I've never watched him before. Although it doesn't look like he's actually making. Yeah, I don't know. He's doing like hentai memes and Nekopara and shit. Yeah, he's like it looks like he resides on the cringe side of the anime community.
Yeah,
and not the yeah.
He used to just play through visual novels and crack jokes, which is funny, but now he just reads memes and...
Yeah. He just sits through the cringe side of the anime community, and I don't like that. I try to stay away from that side. That's why you don't see me watching that many Gigas videos anymore, because I'm just like, damn, most of his... Giga videos are like nowadays feel like a 75% miss with the jokes, and then like a 25% hit, and he never has anything to say that is genuinely... like an interesting perspective because he's a relativist. Like he's trying to please. Maybe this is not what he's trying to do, but it appears as if he's always trying to please the most common denominator. It's kind of like how Chidi used to be, where it's just like, yeah, I like this, 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 I like everything, and I don't like the thing that's really cringy, that's very easy to pick on, like Domestic Girlfriend, which actually is not that bad of a show. I think I ended up giving it like a 5. Actually, I didn't think it was all that bad. I thought the last couple of episodes were interesting because they kind of flipped who was seemingly this really generic main character over on his head and gave him a legitimate arc. But I didn't think that the rest of the show was even that bad. But yeah, cringe culture, cringe community is not fun. I stay away from that shit. This is not my forte. Yeah, okay. So I guess Lost Pause and Anime Man just like kissed, and that's where we at.
Yeah, it's like
Now,
know,
this
right
is
after
the
that,
video
like,
that practically
they
everyone
stopped
has been
mentioning one
waiting
another,
for
they stopped hanging
for
out.
quite a while. And Joey the anime.
So that
Red
I don't think they ever
I
explained
gotta
what
tell you,
happened either.
I really chub up when I see a fellow revolutionary trying to expose the truth behind the drama between Noble,
It was
Joey,
funny. It was funny.
Aki, and alike.
Or he used
You
Lost
know
Pause
what?
used to be
The
funny.
timing of this couldn't be any better because I've been doing my own
They seem to
exposed video on this
read you
subject.
first.
I've logged thousands of hours
I don't know
of
about the
research,
anime man.
examined all possible theories, and even conducted interviews with all parties involved in this
Doesn't
drama.
anime
And
man
I
do a
can
lot of
say
Japanese
that
stuff?
I have uncovered the true story
I
behind the most
maybe
AniTube
again
drama
I don't listen to
of
I
all
don't watch
time.
none of them
You might want to
niggas.
strap yourself in your chair.
I
because
damn
you're
near
about to
don't
learn
watch
what I
AniTube,
share
dog.
my findings with
It's weird because I'm a part of AniTube,
I don't watch
and
it.
I'm a part of AniTube, but I don't watch almost anybody in fucking AniTube anymore. The only person I will occasionally watch is like Snob, but I don't watch Snob typically for actually getting his opinion on anime so much as I just kind of go there and I'm like, alright, what's the general gauge of shit that's going on here? Or if we're at the beginning of the season, I'll just be like, hey, like, is this shit worth watching? Not that it really matters, because if Snob says something, like, I don't really take the opinion much to heart. It's more like I just go there and I'm like, alright, if Snob says something positive, then that's a good thing. And if he says something negative, then I don't really care, because I was going to watch it anyways. I was just kind of curious. It's like, you know, his disowning doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I mean, it never really meant much to me, but it definitely doesn't mean anything to me now. Yeah, I don't know. AniTube is a... I mean, I'm technically still sub to Giga, but I don't watch any of his stuff. So, yeah. I definitely don't fucking watch Mother's Basement. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, and What the What is making shit, I guess. Kind of forgot. You know, whatever. This video seems kind of interesting, but I don't know. What the What doesn't... I don't know. He doesn't... There's no problem with his videos. He just talks about shit I don't care about. So... But he knows his fan base. He's still using that banner I made for him, though, so that's kind of cool. Or actually, no, I didn't make the banner. I just made the logo. But he's still using it. That's pretty cool. Wait. He wanted me to make, like, a painted version of the logo, and that ended up being what it looked like. That doesn't look all that bad, although I probably could have made it look a little better in retrospect. Yeah, What the What's cool. I just don't care about, you know, idle shit and, like, Nisekoi. Although he makes more than idle shit in Nisekoi, but if you see here, like, most of his shit is idle shit, so, you know, I'm not really interested. Although his thumbnails have gotten much better over the years. He makes legitimately better thumbnails. He's gotten way more popular, hasn't he? Yeah. He's at like 27,000 now. He's a good guy. Proud of that guy. I remember when he first met, he was getting into shit, and he just met me and Corey and, like, everybody that was in Otaku and shit. That was pretty funny. But yeah. Alright, well, we'll jump back to Persona unless something interesting else pops up. I'll probably stream for maybe, like, another... Because we've been going till... I'll probably make it a 2-hour mark. So I stream till about 1:45, 2 o'clock. Something like that. Where's my Spotify list? Oh. Let me see. Of, like, what I usually listen to. So, hold on. I'll show you guys how my Spotify is actually set up. So, my Spotify is set up, like... Here are my playlists over here. Where the fuck are they? I kind of can't do a fucking just like a... Oh, yeah, I can. Hold on. Okay. So, here are my fucking playlists, right? You got... the basic way that I set up my Spotify is I got 3 main playlists. You've got Fire, Fuego, and Heat. And this should be, like, fairly obvious to what these mean. Fuego is songs that I think are fire, but they're not English. Fire is songs that I think are good, and they are English. What nigga uses light mode YouTube? Is my shit on light mode in Firefox? Oh, my shit's on light mode in Firefox. Because I didn't reset it in Firefox. I changed my browser. That's why. Okay. But anywho, yeah. But yeah, and Heat is rap. Like, Heat is basically exclusively rap, and maybe a little bit of R&B, but I try to put R&B and maybe, like, the fire stuff, but, yeah. I wonder if I can just put my... I probably should just put my playlist in the fucking description. I wonder if I can update that real quick. Hold on. What the fuck? Stream can be accessed again from the managed list. Exiting will not end the stream if it is currently live. Yeah, sure. Alright, let me see if I can... God damn it, just take me to the fucking stream page. Or can I just edit it? Here we go.
Mode, like...
Huh?
Don't you use light mode Twitter?
Light mode Twitter? Maybe I do, but I don't even remember. I think I've just not changed my shit. Maybe I just don't fucking pay attention. I don't know, because most of the time when I'm on Twitter, I'm on the app. I know on the app I have like light mode, but I'm just too lazy to change it. J-pop playlist. Okay, so check the description, and I just added that J-pop playlist that I typically listen to. Should be called Fuego. There's a lot in here. Although not as much as I probably should have in here, because there are some people that I've not gotten to listen to. Like, my plan to listen list is pretty fucking big. As you can see, there's a massive collection of fucking Eve in here. Although I've not dragged over some of the older albums because they're not on Spotify. Although I do have the files for them. Like, Round Robin and Wonderword are both not on Spotify. Yeah, there could be more songs on here. There are a lot of songs that, like, I listened to in the past that I've always had locally on my phone, and it wasn't until Spotify that, like, or I didn't realize they were on Spotify for quite a long time, so, you know. There's some things that I need to add over, and I just got an SD card that's like 128 gigs, so I'll probably be adding a lot more to this shit. But yeah. I'd like to play a song, but YouTube's gonna fucking copyright me if I do. Oh, recommendation. If you've not heard Fake, type in Fake on Spotify. Good song. We'll just skip to the chorus. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm just gonna play that much. There's your preview. Alright. Yeah. Playlist in the description.
That's why I said to hurry back. It's dangerous when that happens. Okay, no more questions. I know you guys did it. You better stop right now. I've told you and told you we're not the ones doing it. I've about had it with you. Why the hell won't you listen to what we're saying? I'm just saying. You might be the culprits. I'm just making
What
sure.
type of nigga uses light YouTube? Don't get on me, nigga. Like, damn. I hate when niggas be coming after me, bro. I got on LeBron earlier this week just because that nigga always comes after me no matter what I post, bro. I can't post nothing without that nigga just ripping me apart somehow, one way or the other, bro.
Hey, don't tell me.
Really be feeling shit.
Weird show being filmed here? Weird show? Filmed? What does that mean? I'm asking if someone's been filming the people that get thrown in here. I don't get it. This world has always been like this. No one has ever done.
Always been like this.
Only me and Shadows are here. I told you before. We don't know what these shadow things are, or what you keep telling us to prove our innocence, but you're the most suspicious thing here. Maybe you're the real culprit. What's with that stupid costume? I'd say it's time you showed your face.
Stupid costume. There ain't no costume here, nigga.
Whoa,
That ripped off that nigga's head. That's tough.
who are you?
That's crazy.
It's
Oof.
the inside.
It's like, where the fuck am I?
The culprit? I wouldn't do such a thing. I just live here. I just want to live here peacefully. Okay.
I don't want to turn on the
I'll
Japanese
believe
voice
that
acting, to
guys
be
aren't the
honest with you.
culprits.
Yosuke's kind of the only voice actor I really like.
I want you to find the real guy who did all this. Promise me. Or else, I'm not gonna let you guys out of here.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I figured.
You little. This can't keep going on. My home here will be a complete mess. And then I.
Oh my god, the fucking crying. Kill me.
Crying for all of a sudden. Jeez, this thing's really.
That's kind of how I imagine, like, Misty crying after making it. Serious Aaron asking you to find the culprit. Someone says the culprit isn't you, he wants you to find the real culprit. Beer seems serious about this.
Hey, what should we do?
You remember the words of the mysterious man who called himself Igor?
It seems you will encounter a misfortune at your destination, and a great mystery will be imposed upon you.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I might have to cut up that reaction to the Misty thing into its own thing. I don't know. You're the only ones I can ask. Yeah, I promise.
That damn bear.
Practical
With
holding
a
gun,
gun to our
yeah.
heads. But it's true that we came here to figure things out. Look for the culprit, huh? Bring it on. Might as well introduce ourselves. I'm Yosuke Hanamura.
Sudi
This is my buddy.
Damas. Yes, sir.
You got a name? Teddy. Figures.
Figures.
But how
Yeah.
are we supposed to find the culprit in the first place?
I don't know. Oh, but I know where the last person came in.
The last person? You mean Saki-senpai?
I mean the person who came in and disappeared last time. I don't know the name. Well, I'll take you there.
Okay.
You might find clues. Oh, one thing first.
Saki
You two should put
Nishimura.
these on.
These glasses for?
I'll put on noise gates after the stream. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. This game suddenly looks
Don't
much
put on
more
noise
colorful.
gate.
Yay.
Whoa.
Huh?
The difference is like night and day.
I don't have anything.
With these on, it's like the fog doesn't exist.
They'll help you walk through the fog.
I don't know.
Well,
I guess so.
I've been here for a long time.
Well, might be.
But I can only show you where the place is. You guys will have to defend yourselves.
But
What happened to
Sudi,
relying on
Mhm.
you? There better not be
you don't
any
want to turn
monsters,
noise
you
gate on?
understand?
Because it actually makes it sound worse. But Joy, just turn on noise suppression.
We brought
Yeah, that's what I
weapons,
meant,
but,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
more for show. We just got here. If it's so dangerous,
The
why
noise
don't
gate
you
is
do
only if
something
like you
instead
have
of relying on
loud
us?
background
Yeah.
noise.
No way. I've got no muscles. Oh, I'll give you guys moral support from a safe distance. How's that sound?
Can Teddy really not fight? Try hitting Teddy.
No!
What the
We
fuck?
swore to find the culprit, and this is all the backup we get?
Oh yeah. Can I ask you something? Who's this Saki senpai person? Someone you know?
Shit, my eyes pissing me off.
It doesn't matter right now. Anyways, at least now we know Senpai might have been thrown in here.
I'm gonna change the name of the stream now. From LeBron sexual. Hold on. I'm gonna change this to the plight of Misty Chronexia. Yeah, there we go. That's a good title. Better
We can
title.
find more
Alright.
information too. Take a look.
Wait!
So what are you dropping your own anime?
My own anime? I wanna make one, but that motherfucker ain't never gonna
What is
happen.
this place? What's going on here?
I have ideas that I just know I'm not capable of drawing out. Not right now, at least. Hopefully I get better one
Some
day.
weird
And I
places
can at
to
least
be
draw out
here.
artwork, even though I can't even though I wouldn't be able to animate it. Maybe somebody will be
Just draw it like
great.
ping
I don't
pong.
know what to do.
Maybe I can be grateful and somebody else will do it for me one day. Draw it like ping pong funny. Animate it like ping pong,
By the
haha.
way, why are you standing so far from us? You better not
funny.
be planning to
Good
hightail
one,
it if
buddy.
something does come up.
Or you could
Of course not.
I mean you seen the clip. You could draw like what
I
is
can't
it?
stand too close, you know. I get in your way.
Echo something.
Huh?
That was the clip where she got bit by the squirrel and she was laying there and screaming for like
They
30
went all
seconds
out on this.
straight.
Out of all the places in town, why would they replicate this one?
How should I know? This is reality for the one who's here.
As usual, nothing you say makes any sense. This is our shopping district.
I kind of want to learn
Not
that
far from
piano.
Saki-senpai's.
It sounds really simple.
I knew
Lippy.
it. This is the liquor store that Senpai's parents run.
Oh.
Does this mean Senpai disappeared here?
Let him go
Wait a
in.
second.
Finally, yay. That they are here.
Shadows. I had a feeling
You like
we
it,
were
don't
going
Oh, we're finally gonna get into our first battle. Yeah, yay. It only took us like 3 hours of gameplay. What the fuck? 30 fucking hours. This is exactly what Zach was telling me last week, where he was like, the game, like the tutorial is like 5 hours long. It's more like the intro to the game is like 5 hours long, but the tutorial is like hopefully not that long. Oh yeah. Persona is a pretty simple ass
I
game.
cannot-
Things don't kind of get complicated until you get to trying to negotiate with demons and stuff.
Oh no. I cannot play Persona.
I mean, it's a turn-based game. You don't like turn-based games, right? So that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. I mean, that's not too surprising. Ain't nothing wrong with
Right.
that though.
It's just
Not niggas.
isn't-
Not
isn't
everybody
it
can
like-
play tournament games.
isn't the main aspect of the game like daily school life?
It's like a mixture between going through, like going through daily school life and then going into dungeons to do like battling and stuff like that. It's quite literally a role-playing game. This scene has always had really awesome voice acting. I've always fucked with this. He's on Augie.
Stay calm.
There we go.
and listen.
Finally. Why are there shadows like that? Oh Jesus Christ.
Some shadows have weaknesses.
Yuck.
If you can pick
Yeah, I know how this works. Alright, thanks. Yeah, I know how this works. Ah, yeah, fucking yeah. Here. Do I want to analyze first, though?
Yikes!
Yeah,
This
not
is one
much of
tough
anything.
enemy.
This is one tough enemy! As we just hit him once. Fuck. Oh, that's gonna do a lot
I'll
of
keep
damage.
track
Holy
of
fuck.
what attacks have what effects on enemies.
Alright, pressing analyze. Well, just keeping track of it now, at
This
least.
one's tough.
Do I have any skills? I didn't know I had any skills. Fuck. What to say? Can I see the intro? That electric damage? Probably just something. Try to heal. Damn, it does feel nice to have this shit going at. Going down. Yeah, he's down. So go ahead. This shit looks so pretty in 60. What the hell? It's pretty crazy. If I hit him, I feel like I'm probably not gonna kill him though. Oh, I did. Cool. Never mind. That is such a pretty looking fucking results screen. What the hell? That upscaled to this bitch justice. Hey yo! You felt a surge of energy surging inside you after the battle. I leveled up, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Cool. Alrighty then. You can now create personas. Wow! Da-da-dum-ba-da-dum-ba. I want to keep playing this after stream, but I also know like this game is what motivates me to actually get up on Saturday and Sunday mornings so that I do actually do something productive in stream.
Did I hear you say
That I don't just sit here on my ass
I mean, what did you do?
jerking off to countless amounts of hentai and blah blah blah.
Calm down, Yosuke.
Probably
You're
Yosuke.
troubling Sensei.
Come on. Sensei? What the fuck?
Gosh almighty.
What the?
You're amazing, Sensei. I am one impressed bear.
I'll be
I
back.
can't believe
Alright.
you were hiding such an amazing power. No wonder the shadows were scared of you. Are you the one who's able to bring people into this world? That's what I thought. This is really something. Don't you think so, Yosuke?
Dude, you call him Sensei and then don't show me any respect?
Sorry.
Well, your support
That
wasn't
is
bad, though.
pretty cute though. That's
I
nice.
gotta give you some credit for
There
that.
it is. Maybe I'll play Destiny today. I don't know. Kinda not knowing what to feel. I thought about going downtown today, but I don't know what the fuck is open. I might just go around to just walk around, to be honest with you.
Alright.
I got nothing to
You
do.
two keep it
so
up and I think
maybe.
we'll be fine from here
I
on
don't
out. Now let's get back to the investigation. What could have happened to Senpai here?
Voices begin to come from
This gymnast
somewhere.
will go under. It's all because of that storm.
What the?
I heard that Konishi-san's daughter is working there.
My, how could she with her family's business suffering like it is? I heard her sales have gone downhill because of Juness.
Stop it. That poor father. To have his own daughter working for the enemy.
What a troublesome child.
Hey, Ted. You This was Senpai's reality when she wandered in here?
I only know about what's over here.
Fine. Whatever's going on here, we'll find out ourselves.
Here's something random. There's a good song on Spotify called by Shikshi. His the way you spell that is Sikisi. He's got a song. I swear to God, it's got to be called Milk Rape. Like so if you see the katakana spelling is like, I might just bring it up on screen. But the katakana spelling is, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It just says Milk Rape. At first I thought that maybe I was just fucking tripping, right? That maybe I just couldn't fucking read it correctly, even though I can read Japanese, right? Because I know I've taken like 2 years of Japanese now. But like, I threw it in a couple of translators as well. I don't know why he's got a song that's called Milk Rape, but it's fucking fire. It's in that playlist that I put in the description. Check that out. That's just a random thing I wanted to throw out. So, yeah. Yeah.
Is it the money? Or did you meet some guy there? Just tell me why you have to work there of all places.
I can't believe this. She seemed like she had fun at work.
Yeah.
She never said anything like this to me. Telling me this was how Senpai really saw things?
This game actually is looking really fucking good right now. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good, for just an upscale, this shit holds up very fucking well. Extremely well in 1080p, dude. Damn.
Like this?
What the fuck?
I never had the chance to say it.
What the hell?
Senpai's voice?
Yeah.
I always wanted to tell Hana-chan.
Huh? Me?
That he was a real pain in the
Ha! Loser.
I was nice to him just because he was the store manager's son. That's all.
Oh, wow.
He takes it completely the wrong way and gets all enthusiastic. What a dip.
Dipshit is what she means.
Pain in the ass?
Who cares about Juness anyway? Because of that store, our business is ruined. My parents hate me. The neighbors talk behind my back. I wish everything would just disappear.
It's a lie. This can't be. Senpai's not like that. It's so sad. I feel so sorry for myself. Boo!
Yosuke question mark. What the fuck?
I'm the one who thinks everything's
Oh yeah,
pain
Dark
in the
Yosuke.
ass.
It's Dark Yosuke. Hey, woohoo.
Huh? Two Yosuke's?
Who are you?
Shadow Yosuke.
I wouldn't think that.
Yeehaw. Aha.
Yeah, right. How long are you going to keep deluding yourself?
Like how the dark versions just have like more interesting shading than the normal ass models.
What are you saying? That's not true.
I accidentally skipped a piece of dialogue, but it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Carefree and happy-go-lucky because you're so terrified of being alone. The more, the merrier, right? You gotta be surrounded by people to block out the pain of isolation. And what's this about checking out this world for Saki-senpai's sake? Ha! I know the real reason you came snooping. Stop it! Why so panicked? I thought I was just spouting bullshit.
There we go. They do curse. There we go.
Do know
Literally.
everything you're thinking.
That's why I was confused. She said dip earlier. I was like, who the fuck calls somebody a dip? You mean dip shit?
Why's that? Because I am you. You just came because you thought it sounded like a good time. What else is there to do out this shithole? A world inside the TV. Now that's exciting. You didn't have a single other reason for coming here, did you? It's not true. Stop. You're just trying to act like a big shot. If all went well, hey, maybe you could even be a hero. And that senpai you were so sweet on, her death was the perfect excuse. That's not true. What are you? Who are you?
I'm
I
you.
already told you.
I'm
I'm
you.
you. Your shadow. There's nothing I don't know about you. know you. You can't beat me, you son of a bitch!
Are we gonna fight him now? Or not?
That's right. Say it again. You're not me. You're nothing like me. Yeah, that's right. I am me now. I'm not you anymore, see?
NBA draft is coming around. Fucking, what was it? October 18th, October 16th? I can't wait for this shit. I need the NBA to come back, bro. The thumbnail's a beat with the Lakers jersey on because, you know, all this Kyrie and LeBron shit going on in regards to restarting the NBA and stuff. The nigga needs his NBA season back. I'm crying inside. God damn, that nigga is big. Jesus Christ. I wish I had got to heal, though. That kind of, sucks. I wonder if I'll get healed before the fight. Wind of Oblivion. Okay, never mind. Laughing maniacally. I have no clue.
Be careful. Whenever you feel threatened, just defend yourself.
You should defend rather than attack the enemy. While defending attacks to your weakness and stats element can be blocked. And if you're about to let loose a devastating attack, be sure to guard. Be careful, for you will leave the defensive stance after being hit once. I'm not really worried about that right now. Do you have any analysis on the guy?
Yikes! This is one toughen.
Nothing. Okay. The moment when you're... Is Firefox worth it? I switched to Firefox because... what's it fucking called? I usually use Torch, which is like a browser that's based off of like Chrome's engine, but it has like a built-in torrent and like a built-in like media capture tool. But it stopped. It's been like really buggy recently, so I stopped using it. So I have Firefox now. Firefox is good. I'd recommend. But I mean, like, there are other browsers you can use. You can use like Opera too. Opera's a really good browser, has always been. The moment when you're hearing people you knew in school be coming out gay in college, yeah, it's like that. It's definitely like that. Sometimes it's not even like they're coming out gay, or like it's even surprising. You're just like, oh yeah, I kind of had a clue. Okay, he's weak to electricity. What is Dr. Jocko? Increases allies' defense for 3 turns. Kind of want to use this to get a free Rakakaja, get a free defense off. To be honest with you, instead of getting in another attack.
That's not gonna work.
There we go. All right, that seems to have been the right move. Definitely was the right move, because now I can just Zeo him to fucking death. Zeo and then get in all my extra attacks. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty then. Cool. He's guarding now.
It's guarding its weak point.
It's fine. I'll just medicine myself. Yeah, I definitely can sympathize with the whole people coming out as gay. Yeah. He's laughing maniacally. If he's laughing maniacally, does that mean he's about to try to hit my weak point? Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll see if that's what that means, but if I just keep interrupting him and hitting weak spot, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Right? What the fuck will Rush do? No. Okay.
Don't underestimate me.
Oh, he's charged up. No. This is when I wanna guard. I see how this works now. Okay, cool. Although I think I had... In terms of people coming out, I don't know if I feel like more people are coming out now that they're in college. Like later in that so I guess, let me put it this way. People that I met in college are coming out the later they get into college, as opposed to people that I knew in high school coming out, because I barely talked to anybody that I knew from high school. I only made like, actually, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I made any like friends in high school. Just people that I can see myself talking to and not being completely annoyed by. But, you know, no, like, big friends or anything. Here comes an attack, defend myself? He's defending. The fuck is there an attack from? What are you talking about? What is a soul drop? Restores 10 SP. Restores 100 HP. We can whip off on that. We can wait off on that. And I knew that person was gay for sure, too. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the funny part, right? Or when you have a feeling that the person's bisexual or something like that, and you're like, oh, yeah. They're definitely, they're definitely, on that side of the spectrum. The fuck is Wind of Oblivion? Oh, so he really was charging up an attack. Well, that was interesting. That I couldn't tell, yeah, because he entered like a defense stance, so I kind of assumed he wasn't going to attack, even though Teddy said that he was. I thought that was a glitch. I knew for a fact that person was. Ooh, he missed. Get shit on.
Here comes an attack.
He's
Defend
defending
yourself.
again. There we go. Took significantly less damage. Alright, cool. At this point, we're probably just better off to just keep fucking attacking like that. Although, my defense, I think, dropped again. Yeah, in middle school, we had this phase of, girls that were proclaiming themselves to just randomly all of a sudden be lesbian or bisexual, right? And that was mainly because they kept feeling like they were getting done in by fucking guys and dudes and whatnot, when that, you know, in reality that's not necessarily true, but they're middle schoolers, right? So I'm used to seeing people just kind of like switch up like that. Defense reverted, but I just did it. Okay, whatever. I wonder if that was the initial defense buff or if that's the one that I literally just put on. I have no clue. Okay, he's doing this shit again. It was super, I don't know, the Digi, so on that note, the Digi thing was kind of out of nowhere. It was just kind of like, where the fuck did this come from? Although, on one hand, it's like, yeah, this was so predictable because, dude, look at Digi. But on the other hand, it was like, oh, why did... Oh, fuck, power charge? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. That was the last one of those I had. So this is fucking annoying. He just keeps charging up. Fuck off. Fuck off. Alright, that's better. So I don't have enough for Zio.
It's going to attack. Defend yourself.
I might actually end up losing this.
Get out of my way.
Digi is very impressionable. Yeah, that's also fair. And is a clout chaser, but is predictable. That's fair enough. I can agree with that. The impressionable part, especially. The clout chaser thing, I don't really like right on one end or the other. I'm gonna get fucking killed. Yeah, I kind of thought that he was like he couldn't attack or do anything there, but I fucking read that situation wrong, so I'm gonna die. Yeah. Yeah, this is death, boys. It is a clout chaser, but the clout chaser part I'm not sure about. I honestly have no clue. I actually almost beat this thing. Yeah, I almost beat that thing. I was like one hit away. Here, I can redo that battle really quickly. I actually was way closer than I thought I was. Yeah, take me back. Take me back, Igor. Our souls know this from here. The truth is something that's chosen, something discovered with blah 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 blah. The fuck? Does it just kick me back to the fucking main menu whenever you die? Oh, blow my brains out. The year is 2020. We have games that kick you back to the main menu. Hey, wait. Does this send me? Whoa, it sent me all the way back there. Holy shit. Oh, that's right. There's no save thing in between there. So let me just get past all this. My thoughts on Digi are like... I don't know. I feel like his content maybe hasn't changed over the years, but I'm definitely far less interested than I ever was before. And the fact that he's like just completely changing the guy that like proclaims himself to be, I guess, is also kind of a turnoff. I tried a video where he tried to do a visual copying Dilla style, and when people didn't care for it, he got butthurt. What video are you talking about? What video are you referring to? Because I mean, like, Digi's thing is that he's always fucking, like, he does video essays, and they're not bad by any means, I guess. He always had a perspective to give, which was one thing that I listened to him for, even if I didn't necessarily agree with it. But nowadays, because I'm not really all that focused inside of like the anime medium or the community, it just doesn't, content doesn't appeal to me anymore, and I don't usually feel like he has much to say. Yeah. Nothing really against him or the quality of the videos or whatnot. But we know what these niggas are weak to. Let's just go ahead and knock this shit out real quick. Yeah, I'm curious to see what video that was. Nobody's eyes soon to stand around. I've heard the song so fucking much. Alright, that was much quicker. Forgot the videos. It was years back when everybody was doing anime analysis. Oh yeah, from like that fucking... Oh man, what years was it? It was like 2016 to like now-ish, but not really now. There was like a gigantic surge in AniTube just doing video essays, and a lot of people didn't do them very well. Like, there's a difference between a scripted video and a video essay. Like, for example, the Taite video I put out, I don't consider to be a video essay. I consider that to be like a scripted video, because there at points during that there was nothing essay structure about it. It was almost ranty, right? Maybe the World Trigger video is more of a video essay than something like that, but I don't know. Yeah, Digi's style is like, Digi doesn't have much of a style, which he is more of just like, the takes themselves are kind of interesting, and we know who Digi is. Digi has just become somewhat bland, and I don't care for him anymore. Maybe I just got older. I would say the video essay era was from like 2013 to 2017. That's fair. When I first started AniTube YouTube around like 2014, I think, right? And by that point, I was doing episodic reviews up until around like 2016, I think, right? And then I didn't transition into doing other videos. I just did them at a less frequent rate, and I did them differently. But yeah. Yeah, Digi, I don't feel like his style maybe has necessarily changed, but he is significantly more bland than I remember him ever being. And I think maybe that's the thing I can't get used to. It's just like, or I perceive him as being more bland than he ever used to be. He's not any more bland now than he ever was. It's just that we used to watch him because he had somewhat interesting takes, and the arrogance and who he was didn't really matter to me. And I think that's what he thought mattered. I think he thought that people were attached to who he was as a person, but he is not inherently a very interesting person. He's just kind of like a nigga. Like, he's just another guy that feels really arrogant on AniTube. You know, just like one of us.
Don't underestimate me.
Well, we've got another tech coming. He and his fiance should just trash Mother's Basement some more. That was hilarious. I can't even remember the last time he talked to or about Mother's Basement. I remember at one point they were really cool, and then he was like, yeah, Mother's Basement has shitty opinions all of a sudden. Mother's Basement's in his thought. FF or trash. Or his thought female friends are trash. I mean. Mother's Basement is ass. That nigga actually does make bad content. Like, I genuinely don't like any of his fucking videos. He falls under the relativist category. Well, do you watch RDC World? Yeah, RDC World's fucking hilarious. Anime House is like the greatest thing they've ever come up with. That is such a genius idea for a fucking series. I just went back and I watched the fucking episode 3 yesterday because I wanted to see the Kuroko scene again. Oh my god. When Yami gets up at the end and he's just in there like, but are you gonna beat me in cards though? But are you gonna beat me in cards though? Oh man, Anime House is fucking hilarious. Yeah, I love REC World. Mother's Basement is, he's whatever. I don't like that nigga's content. Yeah, falls under the same category as like what's his fucking name? Chibi. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna say he doesn't fall under the same relativist category, but his opinions are just bad. Like, that nigga just always seems to be off the mark on everything. Like, whereas Giguk and Chibi and people like that will just be like, I like everything, and these things are like very cringe, so I also don't like them. Mother's Basement is more just like, I like this a lot, and this is ass, but I fucking adore it, and this is pretty good, or it's okay, but I can't fucking stand it. Like Kakegurui, I don't understand why everybody suddenly wanted to get on the Kakegurui hate train. That was like the weirdest phase ever. I thought everybody knew what Kakegurui was, like what the fuck we were getting into, but I guess not. Maybe I was the only person that walked in that show going like, oh yeah, it's not, you know, it's not a fucking... It's not a crazy, philosophical, crazy, tense, fucking, like, gambling drama or anything like that, or a thriller. If you wanted something like that, go watch Kaiji. It's not trying to be Kaiji. The ending is, like, what's going to happen is supposed to be ridiculous. It's supposed to be, you know, predictable and ridiculous. Or predictable in the sense that you know who's going to win, but ridiculous in terms of the way in which they go about it. That's why you watch something like that. But, yeah, I don't have to defend myself when he's not going to guard his weak point. I can just hit him. Yeah, that's what I learned after the last time. Yeah. I also think Digi gets butthurt whenever people make fun of his degeneracy. Well, he's fucking weird, but everybody in the anime community is, I guess. But yeah, definitely a little bit like, he can be... I don't think he thinks he's immune to criticism per se, but I don't think he takes it super duper well. I've uploaded some of my last performance on my channel. Too bad. The only thing that got clear sound. I fucked up at some part. I did think. I need to go check that out then. I actually got to remind myself. The African American side of the anime community really are the A side of the anime community. Yeah. I don't know. It's like the African American side of the anime community is the only side I don't cringe over because they're the, which is not to say that there's not. I mean, I'm not saying there are not good AniTubers that aren't black. I'm just saying that all of the black ones seem to know what their space is, and they're seemingly aware of where their flaws come from in terms of watching anime, or like in terms of opinion making and things of that sort. They just kind of know where their realm is. Like, I kind of have an idea that my realm is somewhere in the range. I'm trying to branch out in what I'm talking about to anime related, like music videos and Utaite related stuff as well, because anime content is just boring the shit out of me, to be completely honest with you. It's hard to make anime content because there's not that much interest in coming out nowadays, and I don't feel like going back to watch some stuff. But like, then you got people like RDC World that kind of know they know their audience, right? And they don't try to do anything more than that. They don't ever try to come off as philosophical. They just kind of sit down, talk about anime and blah blah blah. They're also not relativists. They genuinely just like voice complaints and shit like that. I just don't like watching people like Chibi or Giguk who seemingly only have the perspective of the majority all of the fucking time. It's annoying. Or they just always have the relativist perspective that's like, oh yeah, I didn't like this, but like and it, you know, I don't think it's very you know what, actually let me change that. It's more like they're like you almost never hear them give a reason for something they don't like that's not us out of the lines of this is inherently cringy, or the premise of this is really cringy or whatnot. I feel like most of the African American channels like don't have that issue. They don't have that flaw. Black AniTubers are self-aware. Yeah, exactly my point. Like they're just more self-aware. They know their audience. They generally have like a more, what am I trying to say? Defined perspective, I guess. They have a personality to them and whatnot. Giga, ever since Giga got big, he became bland. I don't think he became bland. I think the jokes don't age as well with you anymore, because like I was saying earlier, his jokes are now like a 75% miss and a 25% hit. And if the jokes don't age well, he doesn't have anything in terms of an opinion to offer, because he falls within the relativist like spectrum, right? He falls to that end of the spectrum in terms of like giving a perspective. So, you know, Etika 2, rest in peace. Yeah, I miss Etika, bro. Black YouTubers don't seem to be spoiled brats. Yeah, I feel like when when I'm talking about Black AniTube, I guess the people that immediately came to my mind were like, I'm counting RDC World now because they do make a lot of anime related content now. But like them, King of Lightning, I guess to a degree myself, because clearly I'm black. Let me think. Is there anybody else? Who else comes to my mind when I think about it? For a second, I kind of thought of Forever World, but I don't really know what Forever World is. I guess we could kind of count him, but I don't think he's African American. Maybe he has like a black dad or something. I don't know. But yeah, those are kind of the people I was talking about. And I don't like Forever's content by any fucking means, but like, you know, guy knows who he is, knows his. Yeah, King of Lightning, Manga Men, yeah, those are good ones, yeah. Especially King of Lightning. King of Lightning was the first one that came to mind. That nigga just one-shot me. That was, okay. That was unexpected. I thought I had that one in the bag. I guess I'll try this one more time. I can't believe I actually just lost that one. I wasn't expecting to get one-shot there. That's pretty crazy. OAW Entertainment. I've not heard of them before. Fuck for Neverworld, he's an e-beggar. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like for Neverworld as a person. I don't like his content, but at the very least, he seems to always have like, he's not. Yeah. For Neverworld's weird because he is supposed to be in the same spectrum as like the Chibis and such, but he doesn't actually fall under that, right? Like, because he's closer to being like a King of Lightning than he is like a Chibi or whatnot, because he watches more stuff than like, you know, than like your average shonen tard, but he also like genuinely has an opinion on stuff, doesn't come off as a relativist, and can actually be kind of combative and an asshole. So he has a personality at the very least, even if you don't like the guy. A lot of guys outside of, you know, and like the chibi realm of things don't tend to have a personality other than being like always happy-go-lucky and making fun of cringe content and shit. So like Giguk is just the meanie cringe guy. Nothing about that's interesting. So because the jokes don't hit, so I just don't care. Double 4. Oh man, I can't remember the last time I fucking watched Double 4. Actually, I don't know if I got... So, Otaku Assemble is good. But then Leary became GOT channel. Or Game of Thrones channel and then left. He's back now, but he's self-aware with his arrogance was entertaining. Yeah, okay. I've never watched them. I've not heard of them before. Double Four, oh my god, I used to fucking hate his videos. So, I can't ever say I watched a Double Four video for the opinion at all. Like, I almost never watched a Double Four video. I hated his fucking videos because the glitch editing dog shit was terrible. Like, the way that he used it was so weird and distracting, and I fucking hated it. Like, this is the worst way you can possibly make a video. I don't know what to say about, like, his opinions and shit, because I never tuned into his content because he was a shonen tard, so, I mean, I didn't really care. Narutard, shonen tard, you know. We don't care that much for shonen tard YouTube. Except King of Lightning's still pretty good, I think, but I've not seen that guy's content in a long-ass time. So. I might have to check King of Lightning out again. Double Four showed that rifle. Yeah. That was so funny, bro. Oh my fucking god, shit was so fucking hilarious. We were all saying, I think Richard Review Tech USA made a fucking video about that. Dude's a gaming YouTuber of all fucking things, right? Gaming news. That was the craziest thing. Seeing Double Four on a channel like that was like, bro, what fucking world have we gotten into? Double Four just pulling out an AR like he's about to shoot off a fucking school again. Like we were about to get Columbine 2.0. That shit was pretty crazy. That was pretty wild fucking stuff. Oh my fucking lord. I remember when he was beefing with Forever because he loves older men. Oh wait, no, with Fuck World because he loves older men. Huh? That's fucking... I don't remember that shit. That's weird. That is very weird. I don't remember that shit at all. That's pretty wild. Do check it out later. I cleared all the anime from Snob Top. Currently binged watching something slice of life, something funny happened. Oh, okay. I need to catch up on fucking yesterday. Yesterday Otate. Because now I'm 2 weeks behind because an episode literally just came out, I think. So I definitely gotta check up on that shit. I need you to go down like this. Double Four is gay. He was hitting on men, and then men refused. Double Four started to troll him. Are you kidding me? You know what? Looking at Double Four, that's not even fucking surprising, right? Like, dude, like, I don't mean to... I don't know. The people are gonna call me fucking bigoted for this or whatever. Dude just had the look to him that made me go, yeah, I could definitely see this guy being kind of homosexual. Like, just looking at this guy, I wouldn't be surprised. By no means would I be surprised. He's guarding again. I'm doing this bullshit again. Hey. I need to choose a fucking soul drop actually.
That's not gonna work.
Okay.
Here comes an attack.
Oh fuck, not attack, not attack. I was about to say, I was like guard. I almost fucked it up really badly. That would have been really bad. Fuck. Wish I had something that would increase my attack.
It's going to attack. Defend yourself.
Mind you, he was underage and Min was over 20. Ugh. AniTube has had some weird ass storylines, man. That's just another one to add to the fucking books. fuck are you trying to? Oh my goodness. Damn, this thing just keeps trying to hit this shit, huh? Now I actually gotta defend myself because last time he fucking one-shot me when I didn't. Shit was stupid. But yeah, he probably would have damn near done the same shit. Again there. That would have been retarded. What the fuck? How many... I don't know what my SP count is. I'm just gonna go for it. Or whatever. That's why I said double 4 likes older men. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying double 4 got on somebody for liking older men. Thought it was the other way around, and then double 4 made a diss track on Forever. I never fucking heard of that. That's something we can't. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. That's something we're not just gonna skip over. That's something I'm not just gonna read and then not look into. Double 4 diss track. Oh shit. I wonder if I can still find it. 42nd for Never World Diss. For Never releases a diss track to ex-girlfriend. Oh my goodness. For Never did a fucking diss track. What in the fuck? Bro. Fight and Break Up Part 1. Ew, yuck. The death of the anime community 3 years ago. Yeah, because For Never and Double 4 are the fucking kings of the anime community. Alright, buddy. What the fuck is this? I doubt that this is it, but I'm kind of curious. That nigga's so ugly, bro.
Raptors throw up Timmy hanging from a rope. Egg head looking like an egg. Then again, deformed peanut looking head. Fucked up lip, look like shit. Paper bag on head, maybe 2 bags. Lucky.
To be fair to Double 4 on all of that. To be fair. Potato World. You know? Niggas ugly. Anywho. Have we forgotten the React Central or Anime Central? Give me my tea. That shit good. Oh, he said that's the diss track. Okay. Why the fuck is my stream dashboard so bad? Huh? Hold on. Go back. What? Lucky you ain't have to fuck with dude in drag. I'm a fag. Yes I am. Who the fuck just comes up? Alright, bro. I ain't gonna say nothing. Motherfucker just said, I'm a fag. Yes I am. Like, are you dissing him or yourself, bro? That's overlooking niggas still need a bag. Who the fuck would try to touch you? Your girl was paid 10 stacks to fuck you. You fuck anything, Mr. Timmy. You could have been ugly, but you're too damn ugly, clumsy, funky. That's the man you are. Ain't got a camera, real fucking smart. Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, For Never World has that orc facial structure. I swear to God, bro. Yeah.
She only vibing with you cause you got a little cabbage, but she ready to leave you cause I got that fresh salad. So, you know, For Never World, that was really a smart thing of you to, you know, try to peddle gay rumors about me and, you know, tell a bunch of people about my sexuality before I was kind of ready to do it. You know, basically for those that don't know, For Never World
went to Germany and banged a dude
to basically post a story of his experiences with me in another state when I had met him at a convention. And it was all fucking lies. And, you know, the craziest thing about it is that I know so much about the guy. And I know how he basically fucked with strippers because no other girls would want to fuck with him. How his girlfriend was looking at other guys while he was around. You know, it's kind of pretty fucking pathetic. You know, he puts himself in the provider position, which is cool. But when you do that, and you start talking about how people are obsessed with you, and you know you're totally cool peddling gay rumors about how someone tried to touch you, why don't you fucking put a paper bag over your head before you do that, bro?
This is like an episode of The Simpsons.
Okay. That was fucking something. That was fucking something. First off, there ain't necessarily anything wrong with fucking a stripper or a hooker or some shit like that, right? Like, for some people, pussy is pussy, right? For me, I can't have anything that's not like, I can't have sex unless I'm having it with a partner, right? And by partner, I mean like girlfriend or somebody that I actually think I might be in love with, right? But some niggas just see pussy is pussy, a hole is a hole. So I mean, I'm not gonna blame the nigga. But in terms of the rap itself, the rap was ass. Like, let's not kid ourselves. The song was garbage. But I mean, like, this is just like a whole weird ass situation. What the fuck? I feel like there's so much drama that you miss by not being on the fucking, like, if you don't follow the cringe shonen shit in AniTube, or those are two separate communities is what I mean, right? If you follow, the cringy community and you don't follow the shonen community, you just dead ass, like, damn, you just missed so much drama, bro. What the fuck? I don't ever remember none of this shit happening. I knew Double Four and Forever had beef at one point, but I never knew what. I thought that, I mean, Double Four beefs with everybody though, right? Like, Double Four always beef with niggas, so that's not anything special. Forever always had beef with niggas, so that's not anything special. Hey, maybe I'm tripping. Didn't Forever and King of Lightning almost get into a fight? Am I bugging? I thought there was a video of King of Lightning. Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah. I was right. I was right. Yes.
Maybe it's more interactive. As you can see from that world, look around you. Come on. We are interacting with each other. You and Double Four, well, I mean, you do that, but it's not, it's not the same. And plus, if you did, it won't be legal. So. If you're upset that I can give stuff back to the fans, like PlayStation 4s, because I don't see you doing that with PlayStation 4s, then that's your problem, right? So the struggle's real. I understand that for you, YouTube is a job. For me, I'm studying electrical engineering, so you can go fuck off.
Does Smoke have something to add? I mean, he said what he said, and that's all it needs to be.
King of Lightning would definitely bought it for Neverworld differently, bro. That bitch would look like the Rai Tai tournament, bro. That shit would be pretty bad. That would be like nigga girl versus Oliva. Oh, fucking King of Lightning just hits him with this motherfucking. Game over. Wouldn't need much else. Just push the nigga downwards. It's Neo Game Spark big, yeah.
Maybe you look at it yourself. Maybe actually look at the series when the last couple arcs have been, and then really take a deep look at yourself and say, do I really enjoy this? Because if you really enjoy that, I'm excited. Okay, that's Smoke Ritter. We'll see you guys later. More footage from Sakamoto 2014. I don't know.
Yeah. I always fuck with. We like King of Lightning. We like King of Lightning over here. Although I've not seen the thing in a very long time because, like I said, I don't fuck with AniTube. But I don't know what he's doing nowadays, to be completely honest with you.
So this, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's actually a very good topic video when it comes for a One Piece discussion.
Okay, so he's not really changed. He's still doing shonen related stuff. He's on the shonen tard section of YouTube. Is all. But nigga had opinions. Wasn't a relativist, so I didn't really ever mind him. It was cool. I don't know if I downed this guy or not. I don't think I did. I'm like 46 health. What the fuck was the state of the battle when I left? Because if I die this time, then I'll just, like... I'll probably just end the fucking streamer, stop playing this shit. I don't remember what the fuck was going on. I'm just gonna hit him. Fuck it, whatever. Oh, he's guarding now. And one of Oblivion doesn't hit for shit. Attack is garbage, it's ass. I really want to fucking, I'll use a soul drop one last time real quick. Right, Liddy. Power charge.
It's going to attack! Defend yourself!
Ow. Let me go and Zeo him real quick. That diss track was fire. That diss track was utter fucking balls. That shit was dookie. Y'all niggas are tripping. That shit was as fire as a blizzard. A blizzard from fucking Dairy Queens. A nice fucking sexy Oreo mint blizzard. Alright, this time I think I've got this one in the bag. Alright. I didn't fuck it up again this time, thankfully. Jesus Christ, I didn't want to do this again. I should have actually beat this the fucking second time around, but dude just decided to hit me for 48 fucking damage. That was ridiculous. It was out of nowhere. Level up, whatever. Yeah, I was confused when dude was just like, yeah, I am a fag, and blah blah blah. I was like, huh? Whoa, what? The fuck? We need more diss tracks in this side of the community, bro. Also, when the anime cipher comes around, I'll give you guys, like, me and the rest of Nigotaku, which is, like, the dudes in this server, basically, we're gonna make a cipher track. Because, I ain't gonna front, all of the anime ciphers I've ever heard on this fucking platform have been so fucking ass, bro. Like, the only guy I think that made a decent one was a couple of years back. Digi made one, not the one that he made like last year that sounded like he was trying to do like a Screaming X sort of rip-off thing, because that was ass, right? I ain't fuck with that. But, you know, a couple of years, like 3-4 years back, I think he made a decent one. But most of the anime ciphers are pretty ass. His community can't fucking rap. Double 4 likes traps. Well, that's not surprising if he's gay, right? Like, you know, the philosophy on traps is it's not gay if you don't know that the thing is a trap and you're attracted to it. The moment you realize that they are a male, if you're still attracted, then it's gay. Like, I thought that the rule was pretty simple. But Double 4 is actually gay. So, I mean, that ain't, you know, ain't much of a surprise there. That's whatever.
Or it'll go berserk again. Myself. Let's deface yourself.
Quote. First one he made was good, and I think it was a diss to Jimmy. Yeah, because Jimmy had said like he was like Digi couldn't rap, or that like he was a better rapper than Digi, or some shit along those lines. And then Digi came out and he fucking schooled him. That's the one. That's the one I was talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the four of us in this Discord could make better fucking. Could make a better fucking rap than any of them could. I think. If you sit in our server and look at the fucking channel we have a channel called just Whack Bars, which is just where we just have a bunch of fucking bars that people just randomly write at any point of time. There's some pretty crazy fucking bars in there, bro. Just I think we could pull it off. I think we could definitely pull it off. I know for a fact me and Keith could pull it off. And then we just got to see what everybody else sounds like rapping. I don't know if Popo would do it, but I know me, Keith Will would probably be down for it. Maybe Scrolls if he felt like it. Are Fudas gay? I don't know what I've always thought about this. I feel like in the past I've said yes, but quarantine changes a man, you know? I've never jerked off to Fuda in my entire fucking life, by the way. I never will. It's not gay, but it is weird. It's like, maybe, actually no. You know what? Maybe it's really not that weird. Okay, let's fundamentally think about this, right? What is the fundamental difference between someone that is Fuda and a girl just wearing a strap on? I guess I guess the difference is that, like, the dick is actually attached to the girl, which seems to insinuate that she's not a girl, but is a she-male. But if we're under the assumption that she is a female, then I guess there's really no problem with it. It's fundamentally no different from a strap-on. It's just a strap-on that, you know, is like a plum or something, like, right? Like, you know, instead of just being some fucking plastic dildo, it's like a plum, and if I squeeze it too hard, it just explodes. An eggplant. That's a better explosion. Yeah, that's a better fruit. Yeah. Maybe not a plum. I say they aren't because they are a totally different gender concept. I don't know if they're really a different gender concept, though. I feel like it's still a female. It's just a female with some biological differences. I mean, this is getting complicated. Oh no. The persona Jiraiya. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not gay. That's what we're gonna come to. That's what we're gonna decide on. Fudas aren't gay. Traps aren't gay unless you know that it's a dude. Yeah, Best Guy Ever is better than Digi, but he barely uploads. I didn't even know who Best Guy Ever was until I had fucking watched Digi and Monkey talk about the guy. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Wonder if that was something Senpai had been keeping deep down inside.
Keldio, you watch too many photographers.
He was a real pain in the ass. Huh. What a way to find out. Jeez, this is so embarrassing. If you weren't here, I don't know what would have happened. Thanks.
Is a Fuda a type of female or a different gender? I consider them to still be female. I don't know what the general consensus on that, though, is. Like, what do you guys think in chat?
Senpai been attacked by her other self here?
I personally see them to be female, so it's not gay, but it's just weird and it's not my type. I'm not trying to watch a female with a penis, you know? Like, two females with penises is just kind of weird. I'd rather just watch a guy that I can self-insert myself into and then a female, because that's an interaction that I can relate to because I've had it happen before.
Like how it just happened to me?
You know? I've never had big dick female fucking me in the ass,
I think so.
coming in me and, you know, making me, like, you know, snot come and gargle it out of my nose and whatnot.
Were originally born from humans.
I even got the physical doujinshi. I've never bought a physical dojin. I kind of want to buy one, though. I like rants, but you do you. That's fair. That's fair.
Next. A strong-willed shadow
Everybody got their taste. Mine's femdom.
shadows kills the host.
A nigga likes an assertive female. That, you know,
So that's why people
I
die
can
when it gets
kind of
rough, you know?
overpower when I overpower mean I'm like, damn, do I really gotta explain this? Y'all know the fucking kink of femdom. I ain't gotta explain myself. Fuck this. Nigga can like what he wants. Leave me alone. I don't like getting like. I was about to say I don't like getting stepped on. I guess maybe that's not true. I don't want to have my ball stomped, if that makes sense, right? Like, I'm not getting like motherfucker. Like, I don't mind a clean little step on that's just like, you fucking loser. You're getting turned on by this, haha. But I can't do a motherfucking like die. I can't do that shit. That's like, nah, bro. Big L's in chat. That's not happening.
Let's go back.
Akami got killed. Esdeath is waifu material. Esdeath is hot. Esdeath is super fucking hot. It's too bad the show is a fucking 2. That's one of the very few, like, full-ass produced shows that I've given it to. Like, I don't give less than 3s to something typically unless it's something that's like, wow, I can't even believe that this actually got past somebody's production, right? Like, 2s are typically if you put out a show and it's like a competently produced show in the sense of, like, you know, it was produced by a studio and not by some random fucking two-man team, it will garner at least a 3 because of its decent, acceptable level of production. But like Akame Got Killed is one of those shows that was just so fucking bad that it didn't even matter, that it legitimately actually ended up warranting like a high 2, I think. I think I gave it like a 2.8 or something. I couldn't justify it being a 2.5 because that's just unfair. It's not true.
Did they exist because the ones who died
Guilty
entered
pleasure
this
for me.
world
That's
and
fair.
became their
It's kind of funny because I went back and looked at some footage of it like a couple of months back, and thought to myself, well, looking back at this first scene, how the fuck did people not immediately realize something was bad? Right? Like I remember watching that first scene the very first time, and then upon rewatching, going, "Whoa! It's an Earth Dragon! Wow!" And thinking to myself, "Oh shit, this is what we're getting into, huh?" Like, that's gotta be one of the worst ways to start a fucking series. If you start me with something as generic as it's a fucking Earth Dragon, I don't know what you're aiming towards. I think maybe that was part of the ploy of the series, that it was supposed to come off as generic, so that when they plot twisted you, or when they hit you with the gore thing at the end of episode 1 as the plot twist, or as the shock, that it would be all the more shocking. But you know, my guilty pleasure is not Akame Got Killed, although it does have a fantastic fucking soundtrack. That soundtrack is fucking amazing. My guilty pleasure is maybe along the lines of something like Guilty Crown, I guess. Something that I recognize is not good, but I do like a decent amount. And I can't think of anything else that I stand hard for that I think is just fucking garbage. I don't think there's anything else, yeah.
Did those places form because of the people who entered this world?
I don't know. It's never happened before. But that's probably where they were when the shadows attacked them.
It was the same for them.
The fog does lift here sometimes. The shadows get really... I always get so scared I have to hide when it happens. I sensed people here twice before, but both of them disappeared after the fog lifted.
So let's get this straight. Senpai and that Yamano lady were thrown in here, and since they couldn't get out, they wandered around. After a while, that shadow thing came out.
Yeah,
The fog
probably.
cleared, it went berserk.
I'm gonna
and
be
it
the king of
ended
the
up killing
pirates.
Does that sound right? So if I'd
I need to be
been
the
here until
fucking
fog
king of
cleared,
AniTube.
I would have been in much deeper trouble.
Get back to the top of Salt Mountain
Yeah,
with my fucking
pretty
crown
sure.
on top.
You were lucky. Sensei and me were here with you.
Well, I was technically never on the top of AniTube.
Senpai and that announcer were
Technically.
stuck here all alone.
Technically.
Neos,
I make better content now.
they
It's weird, I actually went back
disappeared
and looked at a couple of my
but
videos
they
and was
were
like,
safe
I
before
think,
that. No shadows attacked them.
I don't think I ever made bad content, but I made content that didn't last, that wasn't like a, what am I trying to say? That didn't have much longevity to it. But now I look back at like videos, basically I feel like anything that I've made post 2016 actually still holds up till now. But anything before that, which were just like the episodic reviews, I don't think do very well.
They attacked us, though.
In terms of
Maybe
longevity's
they're keeping
sakes,
a close
obviously.
eye on us.
They're temporary
Might see
content.
people who investigate these
But yeah.
places.
Well,
Enemies.
Monkey chose an ugly dog girl. Oh yeah, an ugly dog girl who was a fucking like pedophile over a cute white girl, and it turned out to be a furry. Yeah, and she was into Sadie shit. Yeah. He chooses a fucking pedo girl over fucking sheeple, or sheepover. That was a big L. That was a drama that I did know about, and that's big L's in chat. I don't even know what else to say about that one. It's just massive fucking L's. Your chibi reviews thumbnail wouldn't be allowed in these new policies. Which one? The one with isn't that the one where I have him like with the fucking the psychopath thing, the psychopath cut? Yeah.
Are you saying if
I remember
anyone
I
else
actually
is alone,
didn't
you
make
can
so
save them
the
before they
base for that thumbnail, which was like chibi in the guy's arm. I actually didn't do that part. The only part that I photoshopped in was my face. Because somebody had already done the other image, and I was just like, oh, fuck it. Let me go ahead and hop in on this train. Right? Like, fuck. That seems to be the case. Yeah. Let's try it.
Anyways, we need to catch the one who's throwing people in here and make him stop. Yeah. Finally starting to understand what's going on.
Can I ask something too?
Mm-hmm.
If shadows are born from humans, what was Teddy born from?
It's a great
You
question.
don't even know where you came from? How should we know?
I know some things, mostly about this world, but to be honest, I never thought about it until now.
Are you serious? No wonder we couldn't get a straight answer out of you.
Will you guys come back here?
Made a promise, yeah.
You'll keep your word?
Well, you're the one who said you weren't letting us out unless we do.
Chibi definitely a bitch. My comments still don't fucking like Chibi.
That's right.
Bro, it's been like
I'll let you out.
it's been like over half a fucking decade. Niggas on my channel still don't like Chibi. That's fucking hilarious. He got Snob's channel taken down. Big F for the king of the community. I thought him getting Snob's channel taken down sucked. That was fucking garbage. I hated that shit, man.
From the same place every time.
Luckily, Snob was able to get a lot of his videos back up, but it's just like there are a lot of videos that were not able to get back up. Like, I don't know. I also can't find that video of, there's one time I actually did make it on Snob's channel, but I can't find that video anymore, because I think it got taken down when Snob's channel got taken down, so that sucks. I was finally on Snob's channel for once, and, it didn't even fucking matter. It matters no more. Chibi shot me in the dick by shooting a Greek man in the forehead. It's fucking collateral damage. Does that, I guess that means that I just call it, like, Snob a midget, though, right? That just means that, like, Snob's head is... Like, Snob's head is... If I'm standing up, he's gotta be here, right? Because he shot me in the dick, so it's gotta be, like... Boom? I don't know. Whatever. Snob, are you lonely? Chibi waves the Confederate flag last time I checked. Oh, God. He lost a bunch of... Wait. You can't be fucking serious. Hey, yo, hold the fuck on. Chibi pulls up on blah, 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 blah. This is gonna be really fucking hard to find. I might have to do some fucking research for this, man. Yeah. What the fuck? He fucking waved a Confederate flag? What?
Chibi Reviews is a
He had over
strange
10K, so it's another 10K marathon. I remember Chibi crying because of a copyright strike. And his country accent started to come back. Oh, yeah. I do remember that. That was pretty funny. Dude is over here losing his fucking mind over a copyright strike. I remember I lost. Why? I didn't lose it. I almost lost my very first channel over a copyright strike. So some of you might not know, but this is actually technically my second anime channel. Because the first one was Sudi-2D, and I'd only done episodic reviews on that one up to that point. So I actually didn't miss much content, so it was fine. Oh, you meant to say Snob lost a bunch of content. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah. But yeah, I had another channel, it was Sudi-2D, but on that channel, at that point, was only episodic reviews, I think. And by the time we actually got to, like, 2015, like, early 2015, I think I just went ahead and moved over to this one. And I just never came back to that one because I ended up I got to, like, 500, 600 subs, I think, much quicker here than I ever did there. So I just said, fuck it, why'd I go back? Why not?
Somewhere else, you might show up somewhere I couldn't get to. Got it?
Well, pretty much. Alright, can you show us the way out?
Roger that.
I wonder if they buy this TV, do they just get taken to the exact same spot? Maybe they don't, I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with the TV and it has to do with the location of the TV. But alright, whatever.
Make sure there aren't any employees milling around out there.
Go, squish.
Hey, stop squeezing.
Better hope there's nobody out there watching. Lands on top of Chie. Sexy body. Yeehaw. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeehaw.
Chie? Whoa, what's with that face?
Is she crying? Yeah. I wish they actually had a crying face for her. I got a cop Rod Strock. That's how he pronounced it? Hmm. Oh, copyright strike. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, and he was losing it because he was like, I can't make money, and I can't do that. I can't do that. I still so do people actually donate to his Patreon now? Where's Chibi Reviews from? He's from Tennessee. I think he's. Is he Nashville? I know for a fact he's from Tennessee. Yeah. I remember that came up at one point. I think back in 2014, right in Chibi community, I think. But he lives in the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean, which is probably a good thing for him though, right? Because otherwise, might have some weird niggas going after him. Some niggas that are weirder than him going after him.
See you in the morning.
Never know. Does Chibi go to any anime conventions? Has he ever been to one? Will a guy like that big? I don't know. No, I'm pretty positive he's Tennessee. Might be on his Facebook? Possibly. I don't think this Facebook login works on Firefox, does it? No. Let me try it on Torch. I don't think he has me blocked. Isn't this how he spells his name? Yeah. Yeah, Sparta, Tennessee. Okay. Yeah. There you go. He's from Tampa Bay, Florida. Or from Tampa, Florida. But he actually lives in Tennessee. Yeehaw. Yeehaw. He hasn't updated this shit in a while, though. God damn. I don't think he uses Facebook much anymore, because the Chibi community is dead, I remember. So. Yeah, Chibi lives on his dad's land? Oh. Is the part about him living on his dad's land true? Because I was always wondering, I think I said that last week, didn't I? I was like, not that he lived on his dad's land, but I was wondering, how the fuck does he afford that big-ass house with all that property? I was like, there's no way YouTube is paying him this fucking well, like this much. This is crazy. That would be nuts, that would be nuts if that was the case, yeah? Hold on for a second. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. The Chibi community just kind of like disappeared. We did like a checkup. Was it roughly a month ago or something like that? I guess. And it's still there. There's just almost nobody that posts in it. It's basically dead. It's about as dead as my own group was. My stream wasn't offline. I had to mute for a second. Somebody came in. Let's see. It's his dad's land, and they built a shed for his ass. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? That would make sense. Because that video that we watched last week, right? That I was going to ask about this. I always remembered his house looking bigger, but when we saw him get on the port, oh, my stream's offline. Really? The fuck? Hold on. Are you sure? Hold on. Okay. Well, it looks like my stream's fine on this, and you might have to refresh. In London, we don't see chibi-type biologies for anime fans. Pretty sure most of the anime watching community here is black, and a few Eastern Europeans like me. That's interesting, actually. I'm good now? Okay, good. Yeah, the thing about the shack was that, Chibi is living a slow life, isekai, within his dad's lawn. He's living Digibro's fantasy. I remember, I don't know if any of you guys saw the episode of the Insufferable Social Media podcast when he was still doing that with Monkey. And Digi was like, I just want to live out in the mountains with my sister, all alone, fucking till the end of the night and whatever. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that part about the anime community in London's kind of interesting. What's the split of like demographics within London? Racial demographics in London. Best One Piece opening. White. 45% basically were white British. 37 were born outside the UK. Oh, okay, so their breakup is basically the same as ours. Okay, well that's a 2011 census though. I don't know how accurate that is now, but okay, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, the video that we watched a couple of weeks back, that podcast was awesome. I'm so sad that they ended up having to break that off, because that was really hilarious. They said that they were going to end up reaching the last couple episodes anyways by the time they broke it off, so it's kind of fine, I guess. That's whatever. What was I about to say? Wait, the God of High School. How the hell do they already have AMVs out for the God of High School? I don't even think the show's out yet. Whatever. What was I about to go to? The Chibi post office thing. Or I guess it's not. It wasn't a post office thing. It was the mailbox. We saw this video. I think it was like last week.
I know.
So like I saw the interior of the house here. Like I ain't gonna judge the nigga's interior because the interiors aren't always reflective of stuff. But like when you said specifically the word shed, like this is a super small front porch. I always thought that it was way bigger than this, right? I could have sworn that when I first saw, when he first did the ALS bucket challenge thing, I thought he had a bigger picture or a bigger place than this. But when you see this legitimately does actually look like a shed or like a shack or something, whatever. So I am kind of curious. That's pretty crazy. I don't know, I wonder. Does he still have that video up where he's getting drenched in the ice bucket challenge?
Hello everybody, it's TV. Today is going to be the
I thought he had a...
This challenge is for a good cause. I recommend...
Oh, maybe I was tripping. He actually didn't even show the house here. Alright. Well, whatever. I guess I must have been tripping. Yeah, Digi and his group have this bad habit of starting things and either ending it abruptly or just dropping it, putting it on hiatus. Yeah. To be fair, I kind of understand that as a YouTube guy. At some point, you just will sometimes lose motivation for doing stuff. So I don't blame him for doing that, per se. Although, when you enter group projects, that's a little harder to do, right? Because if you get into a group, a lot of the times, the members of the group will hold everybody accountable. So you don't really have to worry about having issues with people being motivated and not putting out content and whatnot. Typically doesn't end up being an issue. But I guess that's different with Digi's group of friends. Because if Digi's group of friends just ride him, then we're not, then, you know, that would make a lot of sense. They just let him do whatever the hell he wants. Or they would just be supporting him, letting him do whatever the hell he wants. But I don't know what his group of friends is like. I know some of the people in it, but I don't know what the dynamic is like. Alright, well, let me go ahead and get to a save point in Persona 4 real quick, and then I'll probably call it. Because I've been here since, like... This stream, I think, has been going for damn near, like, 3 hours. Yeah, like, 3 hours. I'll get up, get washed. Go outside, do something. Something. Hey, it's Yukiko. Beautiful, beautiful Yukiko. Yummy. Yeehaw.
Are you getting used to your new town at school?
You got a pussy pocket, aka fiance, so there's no excuse. Oh, that's his fiance. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about Digi. Okay. I was about to say. I thought you were talking about Chibi for a second. I was like, he married that girl? What the f? Hey, that'd have been nuts. Are you getting used to your town and school? Somewhat, yeah. They're all creators as well, but some of the guys are better than others. Yeah, that's what, yeah. That's typically how it ends up being. I know in my specific, like, group that I'm in, the only content creator, really, that's a part of Nigotaku is... Well, I guess none of them make anime or, like, YouTube content regularly. The closest would be Keith. But he does edits on the side and is mainly focused on doing music now. And Scrolls does music. He doesn't really make as many videos now anymore as he used to. I talked to Corey, but not nearly as often. And then the other guys were just never into making videos. I think Will was at one point. Do I watch boxing because, you know, I watch basketball? I want to get into boxing. I've not seen a lot of boxing. I want to get into it, though. Basketball, yeah, I watch a lot of. Play a lot of it, too. Well, I don't play as much of it as I used to anymore because of, because I'm a track runner now, and I'm basically almost always dedicated to doing track. So I'm doing a lot of basketball more recently because I pulled a muscle in my upper hamstring, so I have like a hamstring strain, and I've just been self-rehabbing it. And I can't run, I can't full out sprint, but I can do basketball, so that kind of keeps me relatively in shape, I guess. When I get back, like mid to late July, I'll probably be back running again. That's the goal, but yeah.
So, I wouldn't know what it's like to transfer to a new school. Oh, are you getting along with Chie? I mean, I always leave early, so, I see. She's always full of energy. She's very supportive, you know? It's always her that gives me the little extra push I need. We had homeroom together last year, too, and I still remember how we cut class sometimes.
KSI Logan fight was pretty funny, though.
I should get going.
I wish KSI could, just throw a more compact punch and didn't come all the way around the world like he was doing a hula hoop or something. Like he was, you know, wrapping his arms like the rings of Saturn. I wish he could just throw like a jab, like a boom, or a boom, instead of a whatever that is. But yeah, I do want to get into boxing. I'm also thinking about picking up after college, going into martial arts or learning some. I know for a fact after college I'm going to learn tennis. I'm going to definitely pick up tennis. But the martial arts thing I think would be interesting. Boxing goes hard, man, especially now with Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Yeah, I've only kept up with that sort of news because I watch Jev. And Face Jev will talk about that stuff a lot. Have you been keeping up to date with that whole mess? Huh? What whole mess? Oh, you mean like Digimon and all that stuff? No. I've not been keeping up to date with all that. Not at all. Yukiko deserves the world. I'm starting to grow on... Yukiko's starting to grow on me, you know? I feel for her. I've always liked her. But, you know, Risei's perfect. So, yeah.
Our next story is an update in our ongoing report on the bizarre murders occurring in Inaba. At around 7 a.m., local high school student Saki Konishi was found dead in Inaba's residential area.
Wait. Are they allowed to give names like this on Japanese, like, television? I understand this is a game, but I thought you can give the name of... Oh, no. You can give the name of killed minors. That's right. Yeah, but you can't give them names if, like, they're guilty of a charge or something. That's right. Pretty sure Jake Paul beats KSI. You think so? That's interesting. But you probably have more. Nah, the Vic stuff. Nah. The false rape oh, what the hell? No. No, I've not heard about any of that.
Since the body was positioned similarly to
I might
the
have to
last
look all that up.
and since Miss Chronexia was the one who discovered that body, police are proceeding under the assumption that this may be a serial murder
False
case
rape
related to the
allegations.
death of
Aye.
Yamano.
The cancel culture is nuts. Cancel culture is crazy. What do you have to like do? What do you got? What's got to be going through your head when you think to throw out a fake rape allegation? Like, do you really think it's actually going to work? Let me just fabricate this rape allegation and see if I can end this man's entire career and ruin his livelihood. Ha 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 ha. You gotta be a, I don't know, psycho. Maybe psycho's not even a word. Weird. Maybe that's better. You gotta be weird. You're a weirdo.
I'll be okay. Can you help me do some stuff around the house?
Amagi Inn, located upstream of Samegawa River.
That first round knockout, Jake Paul, dude. He's a lot more reptilian and merciless than Logan, in my opinion. Logan seemed really, so I will probably agree with you on that, but I think Logan was also way too in his head. I don't think it's not that Logan's maybe not an aggressive boxer or is not a fighter by any means. I don't think that's really the issue. I think it's more like he probably actually could have beaten KSI, but was way too aggressive, or not aggressive. I'm sorry. He was way too passive. I don't know why he seemed so scared to just combat him. But Monica Real has a fiance that is a wife beater and was sent to court for all that shit. He has 2 failed marriages, if I recall. Well, shit.
Vacationers are known to travel surprising distances in order to visit its open-air, radiant-rich hot springs. After the incident with Miss Yamano, the manager has stepped aside, leaving her daughter.
I can see Jake Paul. I can see what you're saying about Jake Paul. I meant like an example of the recklessness comes out of the ring, right? The whole rioting and getting arrested and whatnot. But I mean, So you're probably more right about the whole reptilian, more reckless and relentless thing.
In other words, she's a manager who's still.
Like, that guy probably actually wants the knockout, where I think like Logan was just trying to win and he got scared and was nervous and blah 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 blah. I'm just confused on why Logan was so nervous when they had already done this before. That's so interesting. It's like, why? Stupid. Goofy. Oh, you keep going interview. Hey, what?
Is it true you're still in high school?
Oh, well, I'm only filling in temporarily.
Someday, though. That aside, wow, you're looking gorgeous in that kimono. You must have had a lot of male visitors.
This news reporter is a creep, because he was just hitting on her like the last time we streamed this too.
Huh?
That was
This is boring.
This is like rapey, Nanako. Not boring, rapey. Weird. 2 failed marriages. This is why I don't want to just like jump into marriage. Not saying I don't want to get married. I'm saying I don't want to jump into marriage recklessly. I gotta be careful about that shit. Alright, well, we reached a save point. I will probably call that for today. Logan looked huge. Yeah, Logan looked humongous. I will say that. He looked significantly... I don't think he is significantly taller than KSI, but he looked way bigger. And it just didn't matter because... I mean, to be fair, a lot of the time, a lot of that fight felt like Logan was actually keeping his space pretty well. At least towards the beginning, if I remember correctly. He was keeping him out with like those really long arms, but it was just like, he was really... He didn't take advantage of KSI just kind of wildly throwing himself at him at some points with those really wild, long-ass swings. And I think he would have just been better off if he had just been more aggressive. He probably could have won that. He seemed like he was a more skilled fighter than KSI was, if I'm being entirely honest with you. But yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there today. Thanks everybody for coming. This was pretty fun. I'm probably gonna change the title a little bit. Now I gotta include Misty and do I include Double 4? Yeah, I guess we'll include Double 4. I mean, we did a lot. We'll just talk about AniTube, catching up on AniTube drama. I guess is what I'll turn that into. All right. Well, yeah. But thank you guys for coming. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. I don't know when I'm gonna make another vid. I've been thinking about how I want to go about making this Baki video, but nothing's really popped in my head yet. I'll get back to you all whenever I figure that out. But yeah. Alright. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna take a shower and do something today. Doozies.